Yes, y'all.
Hello, bitches.
What's up with y'all?
Welcome back to another episode of Heezy's World. This is episode 99, and I am your host as always, Heezy. And I got some special guests up here today. Of course, the Gogeishan, and then a very special guest, one of my best friends, my man Chris, or Sincere, or I mean, what moniker do we want to use today, sir?
Yeah, you can just use sin. You can just use sin.
Sin, alright. That's a bet. So this nigga's a sinner. So now but nah, welcome to the show, man. What's up? It's good to see y'all. Yeah. What is happening with y'all?
Nothing chilling, man.
Chilling?
What's good, Chris, man? Good to see you, dog. Feel like I haven't seen you the whole time, dog.
It's been very, very long. Very, very long. Even for myself.
It's good to see you, dog. Good to see you.
You too, man.
You know?
But that's what's up. All the pleasantries are now out the way. I'm good. I mean, this was it's been a week. I've been I don't know, I had fun in the snow. Where was you at, John? The fam came through. We went sledding and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I seen y'all on that joint.
shit was lit.
Shit.
Felt like a damn kid.
Remember that time we went sledding, bro? When we were on the Marcus joint, I said, y'all some bitches, and as soon as I said it, I slid down the whole hill and shit.
Hell yeah, man. I definitely remember that shit. That nigga said, y'all some bitches, and then fell on his ass.
Like, immediately, like on cue. That shit was on cue.
That's the way our Lord works, you know what I'm saying? But nah, man, yeah. It's been a week though.
It's been a week.
To put it into simplified, COVID is just a motherfucker, man.
It is, dog. Shit. It is, man.
Some of us know more than I'm saying, but I don't know. I'm just trying to simplify it in that way. Tired of being stuck. But the shit is hitting harder in many more ways, but yeah. But anyway, say what?
It's getting close, huh?
It's yeah. I mean, it's just the way the world is. Yeah.
That's where the pain in the crib, bro.
Right. But let's get on to it. So today's episode, man, is one I've been thinking about for a while. I'm pretty sure it might cause some controversy, but
yeah.
just like I'm trying to be like old Abe Lincoln. It's like nah, it's a terrible it's a terrible example, but I'm here to abolish cheating. There is no such thing. I want to get rid of it. I want to do away with the thought, the feeling, the entity that we call cheating.
The entity itself, that's a task, dog.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like
I say it's a task because not everybody views cheating the same way. Everybody has different stipulations for what constitutes cheating nowadays. Like shit, cheating. I saw somebody say cheating ain't just the P and the V now.
Yeah, I'm saying
that too.
I mean, that is true.
It's true because it's such thing as emotional cheating. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like a person needs that emotion. What words I'm looking for? They need like that emotional connection with somebody. They probably not getting it in the house. So
exactly.
That's technically cheating.
Right.
And yeah, that is true. I guess what cheating is to me, what is cheating to y'all, first of all?
Stepping outside what has already been laid down. Like I'm saying, like if you're in a monogamous relationship, the first four letters of monogamous is M-O-N-O. That means mono. Mono means one. So that's the only be y'all supposed to be one together, technically.
Also, mono, or the first four letters also equals no. You get more of no. Nah, but nah, yeah, man. That's a great point that you put out there. Monogamous. That is a word people don't even think about, or a the way people are, like, I mean, I don't know. I still am trying to understand what that is. But, you know, we have monogamous people and polygamous people. Some people are not meant to be in a one-person relationship, one-on-one stance in a relationship. What about you, John? What you think? What do you call cheating?
What I call cheating? I think cheating is, in my opinion, my personal opinion, I think cheating is just anything that your significant other deems inappropriate. Like no matter what it is, how big or small, I think anything that they just deem inappropriate or a gateway may be considered cheating. Because a lot of the things that, like, you know, I've had this conversation with my wife, and a lot of the things that she considers cheating, I don't consider cheating, but in her eyes it's cheating. So I feel like even if I don't feel like it is cheating, if I did it, that would still constitute a cheat in my eyes. Because she won't like that shit. Basically.
And I agree. I mean, back in my stupider days, more stupid days, like nah, but
last month, nigga.
there you go. But nah. I mean, cheating is basically. Well, I don't think cheating is a thing, but cheating is my old stupid self used to regard cheating as basically just not obeying the rules in a relationship, pretty much.
I mean, I wouldn't say technically that, because the rules is like something like small, like, yeah, like, I don't like you to bring your friends around me, so that wouldn't be technically cheating. I wouldn't say that's rules, and that would be like a rule in a relationship. Like, if we not doing anything, like, you know, some people be like, yeah, like, if we're just chilling with your colleague, I don't want your friends to be around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wouldn't say technically just not obeying the rules in a relationship.
Right.
No, you know, so I would basically, breaking the main rule in the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Looking for something else for somebody else.
Essentially,
an actual pursuit.
Essentially, is, I mean, to put it simple, it's just fucking somebody else that you're not supposed to be fucking. You're not supposed to be fucking. I ain't gonna say that. But nah, I mean, we gotta keep it real. I mean, I'm wanting to do away with this thing because of the current state of the world, or the constant state of the world, that this is always a hindrance, I think, or an issue in everybody's relationship, I think. You know what I'm saying? To those who are still bogged down by this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to do away with it. Now, I'm coming from a place where, I mean, I've been cheated on, you know what I'm saying?
But I thought cheating doesn't exist.
Right. It don't exist. It's hard to go, it's like, this is not something I well prepared, honestly. I'm just coming from the heart, really. But, you know, I've come from I've been in a relationship where a woman supposedly cheated, you know what I'm saying? And I want to say, some people might disagree, it made me stronger, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this type of thing. You know, like, it doesn't, I basically, in my mind, I just don't care, you know what I'm saying? I look at it as, whoever wants to do something should do it, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care to, because I mean, like I look at relationships as, in marriage, in a way that it's slavery. You know what I'm saying? The way people are, I mean, not in the worst way. You know, slavery is much a severe term, but it's a controlling mechanism. It's almost like a tool. A relationship is, or marriage is. You know what I'm saying? But we all make the choice to get into them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I just wish that we would not worry about it. Am I off base?
Huh?
No, I'm saying, am I off base? I mean, I don't know.
I want to hear what John got to say.
Let me ask you a question. Hypothetical situation. You and your girl, I guess y'all go to a restaurant, right? Restaurant, about to sit down, about to eat all that soft bullshit, yeah, right?
Right.
Your girlfriend sees somebody that she knows, maybe somebody that she really knows.
Okay.
And that guy walks up to the table and he gives your girl a kiss on the lips.
All right, that is pretty disrespectful.
Those were fighting words.
Yeah.
Now, is that more of a disrespectful situation, or would you look at her and be like, "Yo, you just cheated on me in my face"?
I mean, I need more context. I mean, did she kiss him, or he just came up and kissed
She
him?
kissed him back.
Yeah.
He kissed him back.
That's a
Then yeah, that's cheating. That's cheating on me in front of my face. But if she doesn't, and he just steals one, then yeah, that's disrespectful.
That's more disrespect than cheating. True shit.
That's molestation.
Well, what if she did? See. Now, see. For now, I'm thinking about it. Like, if she did kiss him back, I don't even know if I would consider that cheating as much as I would just consider that blatant disrespect. Like, are you cheating on me, or are you just trying to be a fucking cunt?
And that's what I think that shit comes to when women. I mean, they say women only cheat because, like, you know how they say how we can move from women to women real quick, but they really are in a I don't know, they get locked in, and then the only reason they cheat is like for vengeance, for revenge. It's never out of just a need or nourishment. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure if I believe that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I believe that at all. I'll be like some people just cheat because they enjoy it.
And that, so let's take cheating out of take that. Let's try our best not to use that word. Let's just make a figurative swear jar. Cheat jar.
Some chicks just suck more dick than one because they like sucking dick.
Some people like sucking dick. Some people like getting their dicks up. You know what I'm saying? And I totally agree with that. Like, who doesn't like that? You know what I'm saying? Or women get in there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Getting their shit ate or whatever. Yeah, cunnilingus. Let's use professional words if we need to, but yeah, coitus and cunnilingus. I mean, we love it, right? We all love sex in any form.
Right.
It feels good.
It does.
So
with more than one person.
To hinder yes, okay, and to hinder that, what was I about to say? Shit. I'm not even drinking today, but
like shit.
But like, I feel like I don't even know where to start. Is it because of monoganism? Is that even a word? Monogamy or
monogamy?
Like, do we address it like that? Yeah. Like, is it because of that? Is it? Are you guys? I mean, do you guys consider yourself monogamous or polygamous? Do you have a stance or a title?
This is what I can say, like, for real. If I feel like that if I want more than one woman, that's right now I'm saying, but if I want, it's right now, and that's cool, because now I can do whatever I want, because I'm not in, like, this word we're going to use a lot, in a monogamous relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't have somebody that I have a title with. Right. So that means that I can do whatever the hell I want to do. But once that title comes along and we have a thing, then there's no point, because you're supposed to be able to give me everything that I need. I should not have to go nowhere.
And that's one thing that I don't think is even real. One person giving one person everything they need. That's where a lot of people I don't think people get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Life is bigger than a fucking relationship. You need more than what one person can give you. One person can only give you one side of the spectrum of what you really want. Of the million things you probably want in life. That's how I feel. Somebody asked Janae, thanks for watching, she asked if any of us cheated before.
I mean, cheated? What, like on my current spouse?
I don't even know where to. Let me ask Chris first.
Damn.
I step outside, Joe.
All right, I don't want you to get your neck slashed up while on the camera now.
I'm safe tonight. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I'm safe tonight.
It was my birthday, and the girl that I was dealing with, we wasn't on bad terms or anything, and she just did not want to come chill with me on my birthday. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So nothing. So I'm not even trying to call the shorty, because we all chilling, you know what I'm saying? We all about to go to my cousin house. We about to go chill, drink over my cousin house.
Right.
And the shorty just happened to hit me up. So man's like, come on, hit her back.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, with your guys and all this. Everybody all around her all the night, you know what I'm saying? With your guys, she's showing them videos and all that. I'm just sitting there just playing the game. And I ain't gonna hold you. The reason why I was in there just playing the game, because I'm like, these niggas all over her, but I already know that I'm good if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to listen to her. Like, she hit me up.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? One thing led to another. Alcohol got involved in the joint, and we ended up in the bathroom.
True shit. Damn that alcohol, man. It's always making us do the things we want to do.
Drunk minds keep sober thought.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's what I went. Like, I mind you, the whole time, I was not trying to call her. Everybody else was pushing me to call her. Yeah, she hit you up, man. It's your birthday. Call her. Like, call her back.
I feel you. I feel it.
Oh, yeah.
John, like, I mean, let's just ask about your past relationships. I wouldn't personally. I might chop your head off as well. But let's ask in your past.
Motherfuckers watching like shit.
But in your past, have you ever cheated?
Oh, absolutely. The relationship that I'm in now and the relationship that I was in before this one are the only two relationships that I ever really taken like super seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So, before, absolutely. I mean, I couldn't see myself in a relationship and not cheating for real.
True shit.
It's like, what am I gonna do? Not cheat? What the fuck is that?
I mean, not do what you want.
Yeah, my bad.
But no, I mean, I want you to say it in the best way you can, because at the end of the day, like I said, people do what they want. I am like, I said it's relationships are like slavery, because it's like, young, why are you putting a restriction? Like, personally for me, I want no restrictions, on me or the person I'm dealing with. I want them to be free and do what the fuck. Now, I understand the mechanism of being in a relationship. You shouldn't want that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I mean, I just feel like people can. We are not professionals of life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know how to put it, but we can't do everything for everybody. Now, I will say that in my past, I mean, like, I don't want to call it that, but I have messed around in some relationships. I've never really stuck my dick in anybody while I was in a relationship, but I've put my finger in somebody. But it was also somebody like coming after me, and I'm just like, what do I do here? What do I do in this predicament? I don't really want to do it, but let's just see. But I don't know. It's if the finger fit, then shit. But no, I mean, I'm a God-fearing person. I am scared as fuck to go against what somebody would not want me to do. I mean, I have been told, thankfully, that I don't want you cheating. You shouldn't cheat. And some people might think, oh, you're dumb. You're in a relationship. What the fuck? You didn't know that? Like, no. I mean, I know, but it's like, young. It's just crazy to me. But,
I get it.
I don't know. I could have fucked them girls and nobody would have known. but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But
that was my comfort zone back in the days. It was just, hey, she ain't gonna fucking know. But the fucked up thing is, they always knew.
But then again, what about see, this is one of my biggest things though. I know all of us have been through this. The accusations. When you are being a wholesome, faithful, doing what another person wants you to do. Being a willful servant.
Being a gentleman.
Damn. That's how you put it? Willful servant?
That's what the fuck it is, ain't it? We're doing what we don't want to do for somebody that, wants to keep us in bay. For some reason.
What you said, bro, I'm going to tell you like this. You said something that was funny that I was just thinking about it. You said you can do whatever you want to do. See, we seen a celebrity couple go through that shit, and that's how entanglements happen.
Which one? And there's so many. Like, that's the thing. It's so
many. You want to
many.
see the face? Remember the nigga face? You know what I'm saying? The nigga face with the tears in his eyes?
Hold up.
I'm feeling like Will.
Oh shit. Yeah. What would they call? Would they even call that cheating though? That was it seemed like a understood situation. And
after Will looked like he was hurt.
Oh yeah, he was. You know what? I think he was only hurt because everybody was watching him.
Exactly. Like, oh, this is fucking embarrassing.
I think for a long time they kept a pretty good secret. But then the secret came out, and you know, Jada, she had her little read table things, and those things were pretty personal. And then when it came to the point that Will had to go on, and Will's like, damn, now everybody kind of watching this happen.
Right.
Like, shit, yeah, it hurt.
Right.
Shit.
And
so, yeah, but definitely, I think that's a direct result of shit like that.
And let's think about that real quick. Cause I used to admire them. I thought they were open relationship type people. You know what I'm saying? I thought they were doing what they wanted, with no restrictions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. What am I trying to say? So I think what Will did when he was crying or whatever, tearing up, I think that's a normal reaction to maybe you have like some of us live our lives trying to impress people. I don't know. I don't really know where. I don't really know where to stay with that. But like, I'm just thinking, Will was like, damn, my mom would hate to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Or like, my friends are gonna clown me, dog. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a normal reaction to just be choked up off that type of shit. But I don't think Will is a bitch or anything. I thought Will was fine. I was like, yo, I mean, this. I don't know. I really don't. I didn't pay attention to that much either way to really know, but. I don't know. I think we avoid normal reactions to shit.
Yeah, I feel. And then let me bring it back to what you was talking about, the accusation.
Yeah.
Bruh. I don't know who has not heard accusations. That be, like you said, when you're there hosting and with the guys and all that, that is the word. No, but the whole joint is, bruh, it was one time, bruh, I don't even know, I went smacked to work and came home. And it was an earring, basically, I don't know, it probably was stuck on the bottom of my shoe. So when I got in the house and went to the bathroom, my girl went in the bathroom.
Goddamn.
Found the earring on the floor.
Wow.
And I ain't hear the end of that shit. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I just went to work. Did I go to work today? You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Like, I knew I was at work. Where did earring come from?
Right. And I mean, like, I've never been in that situation. Like, that's crazy. I mean, what the fuck? What can you do? What can you do? The jury is in. You have cheated because there's an earring on your foot. You didn't even think that you stomped out a bitch. They just like, no, you stomped in a bitch. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, and there's a couple of things I have written down here that are supposedly worse than cheating, and I actually agree. I mean, I don't. Like I'm saying, there's no such thing. But all right, there is a such thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's something we need to. Damn, it's like I want to say ignore, but
you can get a tumor like that.
You say what?
You can get a tumor like that.
A tumor?
Trying to block that shit out. When you see that shit happening, you try to ignore it.
I just don't believe like that. I just. So I go with the and I'm not even trying to get religious or whatever. I go by the God-fearing method. Don't fuck nobody over. We're born to just live and not hurt people. Like, why is it so hard to not hurt people? For other people's. I'm not talking about us particularly. Because
I can tell you exactly why. Because people care about themselves more than they do other people. So they don't care if they hurt another person. Long as they feel good. Like, that's the whole thing about when you're saying this. I ain't know, you say this in swear jar, so I can't.
I mean, it's you know.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That whole joint right there, you ain't taking the other person's feelings into consideration at all. You're just trying to satisfy yourself, not even caring about how a significant other gonna feel about the whole situation.
What about the notion of to be your best, you got to be your best? So if you're not, go ahead.
My fault. Go ahead. No, I was gonna say that means that basically you shouldn't have got in a relationship in the first place because you're not your best. How you gonna give somebody and you still working on you? How you gonna work on y'all when you're working on you?
And how many people still need to work on them? I don't think any of us are complete at all, or ever will be complete. We always make mistakes. Like I'm not even trying to put drinking out there, but we always drink poison. You know what I'm saying? I love this shit because it takes away that fucking stress. But you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know, man. I believe in to look at it simply. I believe sex. Like I've always been saying this. Look at all my podcasts. I've always been saying sex can be an exercise. You know what I'm saying? It is it's a release. You know what I'm saying? Some people might have higher sex drives than their partners. Some people might just want more than one person.
And that's where communication is key in a relationship. That is what makes the whole thing about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what all it needs to be is communication. Like, that's what the whole thing about. You ain't never ever heard of a relationship not working or people fucking around or fucking up when the communication is 100% right there. Even if they not, like you said, they're not the perfect person. They got perfect communication with one another. There's no problem. There's no way it can go wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, you said, hold on, I'm reading at the same time. But you said with perfect communication, nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, because you communicating with the other person. You ain't holding no secrets. Remember what John was just talking about? Like when he said he was fucking, she not gonna find out. Even you said, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, she not gonna find out because you going someplace and you ain't even communicating to with your car, because you don't want to communicate that to her because of how she gonna feel. You know what I'm saying?
It's just that, do you have to? Is it right to always leave tabs on yourself? Always have tabs on someone?
Hell no, I ain't trying to look back nobody.
I agree. I agree that perfect communication will help anybody in anything. But just to me, like, this tabs, why do you have to keep tabs on somebody? Like, trust that I'm just gonna do right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
That's the word right there, trust. Because nobody really trusts anybody.
Exactly.
You trust them to do themselves.
Exactly.
If your best friend in the whole world is a crackhead and you got a motherfucking 8-ball and you need somebody to hold this for you, he would be the last person you would think about to get that motherfucker too.
Facts.
You trust him with anything else, but you would not trust him with that because you trust him to be himself.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a thing, I'm trying to figure out how to go into this, but there's so much more than cheating. Like, what I was reading is that the negativity within relationships is one of the biggest killers of relationships and people. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the constant negativity, like the accusations. Why even have that in your head? You know what I'm saying? Like, at that, I don't, I just feel like that person needs therapy, or that person, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. There's so many people, like, we need a lot of people to come on here. But, I'm sorry, I'm reading.
No, you good.
So one person says, we are always working on ourselves. It's better to just communicate what you want without fear. Trust, respect, and communication. You need all three. But Benita says, what is perfect communication, Chris?
Perfect communication is basically, like the person said, you can communicate without fear.
Right.
That's perfect communication without fear.
Right.
And that's what I was about to say. Whoever said it, they said it perfectly. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is. Because that's the whole thing about the junk. It's fear. The fear of losing that person, the fear of repercussion, the fear of them doing it to you.
Right. And I have no fears in my eyes. I mean, and we're gonna get to it. Benita says, "Can we get a female on the panel?" Just walk to what's his name? Yes, come on in, y'all. Come on in. Zalika and Benita. I mean, but I don't know, man. So there are things that are worse than that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. So let me read about this negativity shit. The persistent negative thoughts about our partner is selfish or only out for themselves, unsupportive, or even dismissive of our own needs is the number one cause of a broken relationship. Whether you're aware of it or not, it's easy to fall into a pattern where one person's needs aren't being met, and when they bring it up, the other person either stonewalls, gaslights them into thinking they're imagining the whole thing, or turns it around and makes the conversation to one about how persecuted they feel by their partner's hurt feelings.
No accountability.
The whole thing blows up into a fight, and both people are left feeling confused and hurt. At the heart of negativity is contempt, a feeling that your partner isn't worthy of your respect or care. Contempt is the number one predictor of divorce among the couples he works with, that a psychologist works with. Treating people with contempt is just plain mean. It's often expressed as sarcasm or mocking and bleeds through in small gestures like turning away or rolling your eyes. Negativity and contempt go hand in hand. Long simmering negative thoughts, old hurts, grudges, and unresolved fights all conspire to fuel contempt for your partner. And that is one thing. I think a lot of people are scared to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? They avoid the shit, and that's what blows up. Like you said, perfect communication, communicating without fear. Some people can't communicate because of fear, and it's so big. You don't want to piss people off, and it's not even in just relationships. Like I was talking about my God complex last week, and people are, I definitely run into it a lot where people are scared to talk to me because of my reaction. It's like, just have the conversation. Like, what are you scared of? But apparently I do something more to people than communicate back, and I don't know. So there's so much to fucking work on, so much to fucking do, that it just seems like too much. Why do you have to work so hard?
You said it was gonna be easy.
Come on in, here, grab a chair. I'll grab you a chair. Go ahead and sit right here. But y'all go on real quick.
Who you got?
Hey y'all. What's going on?
What up?
Yeah, Zalika, what's good?
What's going on? How you been?
And I as good as I can.
So what are your thoughts, young lady?
On cheating in general?
Just, yeah, I mean, what is your input that you feel like, are we missing something? Are we talking off base? What do you think?
I mean, cheating is, I feel like anything that's, like anything out of established boundaries. Like, if you're open to being, you know, your person doing their own thing and you're doing your own thing, that's y'all relationship. That can be y'all established boundaries. But most people are in a monogamous relationship, but they don't even want anybody talking to anybody else. You know what I mean? They want all their needs met by that one person.
Right. Do you agree that that's even possible?
It's not possible, but like most people just really don't want to be alone. Like most people need companionship.
Exactly.
Like
So-
shit, that bullshit.
You know what I mean? So like you just kind of want to get most of what you need from that one person. Nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? But you kind of like find your person and you're like, all right, I'm stick with them.
And I just feel like regarding sex, you know what I'm saying? The reason why you should just deal with one partner because of diseases and shit. That's the only reason I even, you know, that's why I don't partake in those types of situations. But at the end of the day, I mean, you know, I made up, while I was single, I made up a rule, the 3-day rule. Basically, I can do whatever with whoever as long as I just give 3 days of cleanliness. I'll be fine. Things go away. You just gotta check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, but or someone else. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I just don't believe in forcing things. You know what I'm saying? Or I just don't believe in the control. Like one of the things is compromise, where people don't, like, we all get together and, you know, we get together and then we want this from that person and this from that person, and one person just doesn't want to do it because they don't agree with it. That's kind of, I mean, I'm kind of like that. I don't believe in compromise. You compromise, like, what do they call compromise? Like, what do they call it? They say it in movies like, oh, he's compromised. Like, the jig is up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Compromise, that basically means like you infiltrated, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I mean, if you talk about being compromised or compromising.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's the same words, the same letters.
I mean, you know, I think compromising is a big part of it, you know. I think compromising is sacrificing. Unfortunately, it's
and why is it a thing? Because you're not getting something, so you're trying to get something out of somebody that doesn't do this thing naturally. So you have to compromise your being to accept them.
Yeah, not always. Sometimes it's to make a point. Sometimes it's like, all right, look, I'm gonna do it this time, but next time I'm not gonna do it and see what happens. And sometimes it's to make a swift point.
Or just don't be with a person that you don't feel like you're comfortable with. You know what I mean? Like, if that person doesn't want to accept what you have to offer, just don't be with that person. Like, don't force it. That's what I'm saying. You know, I think that's your point. Like, if that person doesn't want to go along with what you have, what your ideal relationship is, then that person is not for you. You shouldn't try to force something that's not what you want.
I guess in my wild mind, I think that I can be with everybody all at once. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be like it's the titles that kill me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even calling it relationships. Or it is relationships. Like every person has a relationship with everybody. Your mother, your boss, your cousins, your siblings. We all have relationships with people. And that's what I am like pinpointing. Like, you should just be able to do what you want with everybody. Once you get in a relationship, you have to cut off. Like, there's so many times you have to cut off people. Or at least in mine, which is that's why I resent these relationships pretty much. But you gotta always compromise in such a fracturing way, compromising your whole being. But you're right. You have to find a partner that's gonna allow you to do whatever. But not to say I'm a professional at this girlfriend shit, but most girlfriends always want something more out of me after already supposedly accepting me in the beginning.
That's on them.
But you don't do these things either?
Look, I've done these things, but I've also, like, I don't know, I try to make it a point to get to know the person that I'm dealing with, so that, like, if I see things that I don't like, I honestly, when I see things I don't like, I kind of get turned off. So I'll start to fade away myself. Right. Like, I'm not really about to deal with somebody I have to hide who I really am with. You know what I mean? Like, the best relationships that I've had, I've been myself. And, like, when you can be yourself, it's a good thing. Like, that's a good relationship.
Exactly.
But then, like, when I've been in situations where I've also had to hide who I was. I was young, you know. I was just wanted to be what that dude wanted me to be. You know what I mean? And I can't do that because that's not really you. Yes. And that's forcing a relationship.
Taken away from who you are. Like,
right.
Have y'all ever been lost in a relationship? I at least went through that twice. You know what I'm saying? Just losing yourself. Like, who the fuck am I? What am I doing? Y'all never been there?
I've been
there. Need you to elaborate a little bit.
Huh?
Need you to elaborate a little bit.
Right, yeah. Because I'm like, that's why I'm like, I can't.
You're doing so much of what you don't want to do that you pretty much just lose sight of you. It's pretty deep. I think it's pretty. It's not rare, but it's not common. You know what I'm saying?
I can't say that I've ever been in a relationship where I was like, yeah, I'm doing things that I don't want to do. This is so not me or some shit like that. I can't say that now.
True. Well, damn. Like, I've been through it. That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm like, I can't say that with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But yes. So let's look at some more things that are worse than cheating. You know what I'm saying? What things that are worse than cheating? So I've already said a couple of them, like negativity and contempt. They say withholding any type of affection. I don't really understand that. If you don't want to
withholding,
withholding affection.
People do
that is. I wouldn't say that's worse, but yeah, that's bad.
But
that's terrible, good, very bad.
But you're, I'm just trying to think. I mean, you're not doing it for no reason. You're doing it because you're upset. Like, I'm personally one person that doesn't care for makeup sex. You piss me off, you don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? You lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. It's like, how am I supposed to, you got me mad. What am I supposed to do to make, I mean, we need to, like, sex doesn't cure anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Sex is just an additive. it doesn't help the situation. Like, oh,
No, that's just like drugs. That's like drugs and drinking. The shit's still gonna be there afterwards.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel you on that.
Nah, you supposed to talk it out first. You got communication issue, get it out, then
Then the makeup
then the makeup.
Communication.
But
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, I must be an unwavering person where I'm just like, yo, I do not agree. I do not agree with your stance. And this is a hindrance. Like, I literally care about everybody. Like, I want at least what I think is best for people. I want them to, you know, be in that way. But, you know, I could definitely be wrong about that. Okay, we got somebody coming in.
Shit.
I'm about to pour me a drink.
Hey, give me one.
All I got is just straight though, unless you want some apple juice. Oh no, I got fruit punch, never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Another one of my beautiful sisters has joined the chat. So what's going on? So any thoughts? Anything we're missing? Any input? What's up?
I'm pretty much in agreement with Salika. You put it out in the beginning, what kind of what you accept and what you don't accept. Then you already know, okay, I shouldn't be with this person because that's not where I'm at. I don't think it's a big deal if you want to be in an open relationship. I don't think most women care. But if they want to be in a committed relationship, then don't be with that girl. Like, that's not the one to practice your openness with. And then you don't have the deceit. I do feel like a lot of men just like the running around and hopefully coming back to this person that's waiting. That's what I think.
Waiting for what?
Waiting for you to get your act together. You're hoping this girl that you were cheating on, that you like, and you keep saying, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to, that she's going to still be waiting there when you've finished doing what you're doing.
Right.
I just feel like men do think that that's going to happen.
Now, like you say, deceit is another thing that is apparently the worst. And that is one of my biggest things, is deceit. Just blatant lies. Being lied to is it's just not progressive. That's the only thing I care about, literally, in relationships. Or in everything. All I care about is deceit.
But it's also deceit. Even though you told that girl that you want an open relationship, you feel you're being honest, right? But if you know that she doesn't want you to be doing that, then you're lying to yourself, thinking that, well, I was honest. I told her.
Right.
In her mind, she like, well, I told him I don't like it. So y'all not in the same place. So you still would be seen as a cheater because you both didn't agree on that. You both didn't come to that understanding together.
Right.
She said it right too. But you ain't even on the same page. Fuck it, you ain't even the same page. Shit like that.
I'll come back to see you when you're ready to be here,
Right. So, I don't know. How do people get there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Communication. It all ties back into it.
So another thing one thing that I want to point out is who you state you are in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing that people don't really like. I'm big on everybody being representatives of themselves when you first meet them.
Exactly.
They express the best things about them instead of the worst things. And that's like, I remember I went on a date one time. I was like, have you ever killed anybody? And I was just trying to break the ice with that shit. When I said it, I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up. Now she probably thinks I kill people. But like, I try to break the ice in that way. It's like, what has happened to you? Are you traumatized by anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't purvey those important things in the beginning. And
because you can't. I'm dead. You can't. I remember one time, like you said, I was on a date with this one girl, and she was telling me that she killed her stepfather. I'm like, check me. On some real shit.
You really did?
Like, Yeah, she really did. She got off, but she said it was like self-defense. But still, like, you don't bring that up. You don't bring that up when we eat. You don't bring that up over Denny's, bro.
I actually prefer. I kind of prefer it. I prefer it.
Conversation after that. What are we gonna talk about after that?
Hey, I ain't have nothing else to say. I'm just sitting there eating. Let me finish my plate.
This food sure is good. But damn, man. I mean, but I actually would prefer that. Like, let me know what I'd be like, damn, what happened? And do you feel like you'll do this again?
Hey, yeah, this is our first time out. We basically just met each other. No, you don't. No, no, we don't do that. We don't do that.
I feel like you told me that to kind of chase me away, right? So
right.
Like shit.
Yeah, and also sometimes that shit is a game. Like, you know, with certain people, you don't know what they're trying to do. Like, getting to know people is kind of hard, and I just think that people don't take the time out. I want to say, I don't know many men who press for relationships to be. I think women kind of push that notion.
No.
No. I'm gonna tell you like this, but I believe, bro, even though women are the most emotional creatures, men get emotionally attached quicker.
Mm-hmm. I've had men try to press me for relationships when I didn't want to be in relationships. Like, I don't want to be in a relationship, and they thought that, you know, if they hang around, that maybe I would change my mind or whatever. But like, it didn't happen like that. So they would get upset or whatever, and that's not my fault. I told you what I wanted or what I didn't want in the beginning, and you thought otherwise.
I feel like I've only been at like that in my younger days. I don't. Now it's a little different. I mean, I don't know. I just meet special people, and I want to be with those special people. Like, everybody is special to me. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably hate the word everybody, but I don't know.
Everybody was a special person, and they not special.
Right.
Thank you. I was thinking that exact same thing.
I
was thinking the exact same thing.
Say it again.
If everyone is a special person, and they not special. You only special when you're different.
Right. I was thinking that exact same thing.
Right, honey?
Man, I don't know, man. I think like I think some women probably look to me because of my potential. I don't really know. I'm just about, I don't know. I'm about living free. You're like, the world is so hard. I want it to be easy. I want to make it easy for everybody. But, really don't know.
Well, that's a big job, man. I don't know why you want it. I don't know why you want that job, dog. I'd be like, fuck the world, man. I'm about to make it easy for my people.
I'm at that point. I mean, I'm at that point, but I just feel like, I don't know, man.
Look, them over there, yo. They going to DC to storm the Capitol. Those fucking idiots. Stay home.
So what about that story that he was talking about before, where the girl found the earring on the floor? What happened? I would like to hear the rest of that story.
Well, because like, I had to call somebody, let them know, like you know what I'm saying. Especially when you call them off the cuff, like you ain't rehearsed the drink. Like, yeah, I was at work that day. You know what I'm saying. But that was like one of the craziest things I've ever experienced.
What did she do? I mean, what transpired? I guess Benita wants to know.
Give me the beats.
It was an argument / conversation. That's all I can say.
Found an earring in the bathroom at your place.
Yeah.
Y'all were living together?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know how to be
Yeah. And like, I seen
everything in the bathroom.
Especially in the bathroom, you like, nah, you playing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. It's like, if you think about the situation as a whole, like, would you believe that? Like, I'm trying to think of what, like.
If I saw some boxers that weren't mine in a 2-person house, yes, I'd be pretty pissed. And that's just because, like, who the fuck was in here naked? Like, I don't even care that y'all probably fuck. I care that somebody else was naked in my house.
Oh.
In your bed.
So you got boundaries.
Yeah.
So is it like a respect thing for you? Like, just don't do it in front of me?
I want to apologize to Instagram. I don't have my Instagram screen up, so I can't see them comments, Nikki and Julia. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all can come to Facebook if you want, but I can't see y'all the comments. But I don't know. I mean, I have boundaries, but it's like, young. I really want people to be them. I mean, like, there is blatant disrespect. Like, that is, I guess that's blatant disrespect. I remember a certain person came in my house when I wasn't there and took a shit in my bathroom. I thought that was blatant disrespect as well. Also stopped up my toilet. I will not name names. But that was pretty shitty. But like,
yeah, that's some funny shit.
Literally. Actually, it wasn't funny shit to me.
That's why it's the funniest shit.
But I don't know, man. Y'all are right when y'all say communication is key. I mean, I always felt like that. But I just feel like there's a such thing as over communication. Like, all right, I don't even talk this much on the regular. Goddamn, I can't give everything out all at once all the time. Isn't that come to be too much sometimes when you have to keep explaining yourself?
Keep explaining yourself, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? I can say this another. I mean, like, too much. It isn't such thing as too much. I won't say too much communication. It's too much information. TMI. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that you don't need to say.
Some people can't. That's a good point. Some people can't process what you tell them. Like, there's a big thing about something I started like realizing. Like, people don't see you as you think you see yourself. People don't hear you as you think you hear yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the biggest things. Like, people don't really, right? We never really can accept anybody because we don't even get what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a little wild.
Well, full transparency. Like, when we first started dating, of course we're getting to know each other. So my thing was, you know, I was real like, hey, I don't even want you to be out with a female, like just with one other female. You can tell that's your friend, but if I don't know her, that looks like a date.
But
you know, no, wait, and I know that it comes off as insecure or whatever, but we're just dating, so I don't know him, he doesn't know me, he doesn't know what baggage I have, I don't know what baggage he had. So if we're gonna grow together, I'm telling you right now, at this point, I don't want to see that.
Okay, and that leads me to something else, because I feel like one of my most initial thoughts was it's all free game if you're not married.
Yeah, that's where it's different. It's monogamous relationship. It's all free game if it's not a monogamous relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I said.
The thing with us is we already knew each other.
True.
But it wasn't like I'm getting to know you, like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay. With me, I think, you know.
True.
But what I was trying to say is, as you grow to know each other, you let go of those kind of insecurities and start to trust not you down that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of growth that happens in relationships. Relationships aren't all bad. I know the commitment part bothers you because you want to be able to do it when you want to do it, but it's not fair if you're not in a relationship.
I agree. I agree. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm trying to get to a freedom point. I mean, y'all are right. Everything y'all are saying are right is right. It's just, you know, it all comes down to the individual or the individuals. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if one person can handle this, why can't the other?
It's not the right person.
Like you said, individuals. You know, y'all, like I said, when you're in a monogamous relationship, you are one as two.
It's like that.
So yeah, like, I mean, off the what you got. I mean, basically, you chose wrong. If that's what you're looking for in a person, and like you can't think about the joint. Like I don't know, man. It could be like, yeah, that's cool. You do your thing, and I do my thing. I don't care what nobody say. It's way easier for a woman to find a nigga to fuck than it is for a dude.
Oh, for sure.
The reason why I say that is because women are offered dick every single day.
Exactly, and that's why I don't feel like it's fair for women to be accusing like motherfuckers, men. I'm sorry. It's not right for women to be accusing men because like we have to work for that shit. We have to work hard. I mean, not work hard, but we work. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the shit is just, oh, I got some shit on the side that I can go do. Like, the accusations kill me. That's pretty much what it is. It's like, what? You the one that can easily just suck a dick or jump on a dick. I can't easily just penetrate somebody or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not right. It's not viable.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of going off base. It's just I feel a way about it. I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from.
But literally, I just want to eradicate it. If we just got rid of those feelings, which it seems impossible, the more we talk about it, I feel like everybody would be better off.
I think everybody be way more fucked up.
I think you just need an open relationship. Like, that's what you need. And you need to, like, if that's not, you know what I'm saying, you know, if the person doesn't want that, then they shouldn't, like, deal with you. You know what I mean? Like, clearly that's not what they want. You know what I mean? And if they, I don't know. Let's talk about myself for a second. Like, currently, I'm not really looking for a relationship. I have a situation. I'm not in like an official titled relationship.
Would that person be okay with you calling it a situation?
Yeah, because we established that.
Okay.
But
Communication.
What do you say?
Communication.
Oh yeah, communication.
Right. But like, you know, we've also established boundaries. Like, neither one of us are dealing with anybody else or whatever, but we're kind of like going with the flow or whatever. You know what I mean? But that's established communication. Like, that's what we're doing. But at the end of the day, if he was to do something on his own, he's a single man.
So, alright, here's what it is. So I guess my real problem is the dating world. So how do y'all, like, marriage is the pinnacle, right? That people want to get to. You want to solidify this relationship between each other so we get married. But how do you go about finding that in the right way? I don't think dating and being confided to one person during the dating period is healthy or progressive. You have to branch out. You have to see what other dicks are like. You have to see what other personalities are like. I don't even mean to put the dicks out there like that, but you know what I'm saying? You have to experience everybody to know if you want to deal with this one person.
I know what I want specifically, so I don't really need to like figure out like all these different people. If I see somebody that like I have options, but you know what I mean, I find the one that I like. You know what I mean? If we vibing. If we not, I'm gonna go get to another situation.
All right.
Like,
are there times when men have showed you something new that you've never seen before?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I never knew this could happen. You know, type of shit.
That was me being open to wanting that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm okay with my situation, I don't need to look for any other thing. Like, that's me personally. But like, you know what I'm saying? If I wanted to be young again and do big wild shit and like, you know, talk to this nigga, you know what I'm saying, whatever, not necessarily having sex with everybody, but just like just dating, seeing what, you know, these guys are like, how they think, you know what I'm saying, what they do or whatever. But you know what I mean, you don't have to like, you can like different people and talk to different people, but you don't have to date, you don't have to like be committed to them specifically. You can have your options.
Right.
You're not in a if you're not in a relationship with anybody, you can do your, you know, do you. That's why you're single. You don't have to commit yourself to one person. And if that person wants you to commit to them and you're not ready for that, don't commit to them. That's on them. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing you can do about that. If they want to wait around, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? If you change your mind down the line and they're still there, that's on them. But
so I think, like, I'm realizing something as you say it. I think people get confused by their own philosophies. Myself. So I just think, like, I mean, like I said about dating, I feel like you have to be able to move around and to get to the point of marriage. You know what I'm saying? That's my philosophy. And I think I kind of get lost in that sometimes, and I expect people to understand that about me, but yeah, I don't know. Like that's the thing. Like I think people get lost in their like me. People get lost in their own shit. Like you feel like traditional is the way or whatever, and you just think that this person says fuck you because they don't feel what you're feeling. It's just like, no, I don't think that way. I didn't learn that way. You know what I'm saying? There was a point where I just branched off from everybody. I got weird, because I got through too much. I went through too much that I wanted to go through. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I have to rewire this whole fucking thing. It doesn't make sense. There's another big point. Another topic, sort of. Benita kind of brought it up. So, Janae, thanks again. Some people think that talking to the opposite sex is cheating. I personally don't, and the people I talk to feel the same way. Just have to meet like-minded people. Now, and, well, I'm not going to say, but how do y'all feel about your partner having friends of the other sex? Because there are people out here that feel like you should not have friends of the opposite sex, and I just lose all hope for humanity when I hear shit like that.
Yeah, I just think that's ridiculous.
If the friend knows, like I said, it's boundaries. If they know their place as the friend, you know what I'm saying? You can have your opposite sex.
Are you the judge of that?
I've had boyfriends with female best friends, and you know what I'm saying? At first it was just like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? But you get to know that person. And I've had situations where, that friend, I knew that they had feelings for that person, but, y'all guys be acting like y'all be oblivious to that stuff, but, whatever. But it is what it is, and you just kind of watch that friend. I can't control what they do. I can't control what the dude I'm dealing with does. It has to be that trust there.
Right.
And if I can't trust him, then I can't be with him.
Any other comments?
Okay. This is something that you can really find out. Like, I seen this joint on something. I forgot where I seen it. And the dude was telling his girl he don't like this certain dude because the way that he, one of her friends. So what he had her do was call dude up and tell her, he told him that her and her boyfriend just broke up. Like she's going through. Cuz was ready to hop in the car, come over that joint, bring butter and do it.
Right.
And now you see why Cuz ain't like the dude.
Right.
He was just waiting. He just sitting there, waiting in the wing.
Mm-hmm.
He just waiting for her to fuck up.
I had a similar situation. Like, oh my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Is that not?
Are you good?
Nah, I had that happen. Somebody, the dude I was talking to, he was on the phone with his friend, and they did something in the past. He told me about it though, and I was just like, all right, we didn't have anything established or whatever. And she just happens to bring it up on the phone. She doesn't know I'm there. She just happens to bring it up, and she was like, why didn't we ever pursue anything or whatever, like, are you really serious with this girl? This is that. I was just like, oh, okay. Shit, this your homegirl, right? Best friend. You know what I mean? So it's like you watch, you know who to watch or whatever.
So let's go deeper into that. Can you be a friend with somebody and have attractions to them?
No.
That's not a friend.
Not in a relationship.
That's not a friend.
You can't be a friend with somebody and have attractions to them. On some real shit. Because you wouldn't want your girl to be attracted to her friend, her male friend.
I don't agree.
That's some real shit. You cannot be. I'm going to put it like this. It's going to end bad.
It's like noticing. Damn.
You can know that someone is attractive, but that's different than
and
being
a beautiful person
yeah,
inside
that's
out.
different than being attracted to them, though. That's a completely different thing. That means you have some type of feeling towards that person. Somebody can be attractive, and you're like, yeah, that's a beautiful person. But then that's different than being like, damn, like I'm trying to see what they talking about. That's different.
That's what you
that's
said.
being
You said
attracted.
attractive. You didn't say attractive. I mean attractive. That means what do opposites do? Attract. They come together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what attractive is. What you said. Attractive. You know what I'm saying? No, you can have attractive friends, but as far as attracted, this is always going to end bad.
Okay, I get that. I mean, I don't mean it in that way. I just mean like attractive people, like beautiful people, inside and out. Like we have some people we admire. You know what I'm saying? Like, say you had Barack or Michelle as your friend. You're like, damn, this is a wonderful motherfucker right here. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that.
That is a safe comparison.
Right.
Right. That was safe. Yes, you can have them as your friend.
And that's because everybody knows them. But what if there's Barack and Michelle's all over the place?
They're right.
Okay, how
I think
about
you
you
need a
say
different
somebody
person.
like, let me see. Right. I'm trying to think.
So all right. So I'm trying to leave some info out, but
Okay. So say you're best friends with Megan Thee Stallion.
I was just about to bring her up. I was just about to bring her
Somebody
up.
be somebody, and she be all over you. Hey, best friend. Your girl is not rocking.
I'll be like, no.
Right. Tell homegirl get your,
But it's Megan Thee Stallion.
We're gonna get shot again.
So,
That's on stage, because on the regular day her name is Megan. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
So none of y'all would like, all right, say somebody powerful and wealthy and a good person met your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
You don't allow them to, and this might be a little wild, but you don't allow them to seek that out.
If they're attracted to him, that shit is over. Your relationship is over. Your relationship is over with.
Nah, it ain't that simple.
Get your last little goodbyes in.
It ain't that simple.
I think that the thing is define friend, because I have a bunch of friends, but they're at different levels. If this is your friend, like if I say, hey Megan, and she speaks back and y'all just like acquaintances, that's different than, oh yeah, I'm on the phone with Meg. She said, what's up?
Right.
Okay, another thing. Can you make new friends while in a relationship to the opposite sex?
Are they from work?
Man, I'm not expecting you to have these answers, Chris. I'm expecting this from the women. Chris is one of my wisest friends, I would say.
I mean, my radar would go up if I heard a new name. I'm like, oh, I haven't heard of that person.
Right.
Who's
Who's that?
It wouldn't be instant, oh no, da, 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 da. But that name is going to stay in my head for a while, so I can hear the next time it come up and what it's in reference to.
Why is that? Why do y'all have to feel like?
I mean, how would you feel if your girl had like a whole bunch of new friends all the time, whole bunch of new male, attractive, successful, whatever, idealistic type, you know what I'm saying, wealthy type friends who
that makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. You got all these motherfuckers that got shit that I don't got, but you want to stick with me. That makes me feel good.
That's good. You have good trust.
You know what I'm saying?
Her friends not saying it. Her friends like, girl, what you doing?
Right.
Girl, drop that. Love yourself.
And then at the end of the day, if a person is a better person for you, I want that person to take you and do better for you. Like I am literally all about the good. I feel like
Time out.
Okay.
Time out. Because if you think that somebody else is better for your significant other than you should.
I don't think that. I'm just saying, like.
I'm just saying, yeah, I feel what you're saying. If you can't be the best person for them, you shouldn't be with them in the first place.
I trust my partner to do what's best for them. I wouldn't be with nobody if they were idiots. Let's put it that way.
No, hold on. So it's okay for your partner to still be looking while she's in a relationship.
What did I say earlier? If we're not married, everything is free game. If we're not married, everything is free
when you're in a monogamous relationship, that's when everything stops being free game. So when you saying she could be in a monogamous, she got a boat full of fish and she's still fishing.
Abundance, baby. Like, I don't know what to say. I mean, like.
And I feel like your point of view is more of a protective point. I just don't think it's realistic.
In a way, I can.
You're contradicting yourself, like.
I'm sure I do.
And it might be you just protecting yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, it comes from the place of hurt that I've been in, that I was in, or whatever, and I just feel like I want to eradicate those things. I mean, at the end of the day, there is no good without bad, but it's just like, I don't know. People, those things are kind of, they can be traumatic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to change our mindsets. I feel like a lot of us live in a box. You know what I'm saying? I would say like 70% of, let's say Americans live in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't think outside the box. We always do what, we go by tradition. We go by the collective, the majority rules. You know what I'm saying? Instead of what we think ourselves.
I don't think that I necessarily dated someone because I'm like, oh, I want to get married. I don't even think it's that. It just happens. It's like natural that you start to commit to this person, and then you start having the conversation and realize that you've fallen in love with this person. Now, what you're doing, you might miss a good relationship because you are almost sabotaging yourself by trying to have this view of, nah, don't get too attached to this person because there might be somebody else out there. You may actually already be with that person, and you keep pushing it to the side or pushing that person away. And yeah, if that person loves you, they might be able to hang in there a little bit, but what you're doing is kind of tough. That's tough. It's like a natural growth between two people. You can't help it. And it's okay to feel that way, but yes, you can get hurt.
I don't deny that. That's the thing. I don't deny that at all. It's just that it's just that you you just like, yeah, I fall in love with a lot with people. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess I use experience as my my, what's the word? I use experience as my crutch, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't like, people are everybody's an individual. You never know what somebody finds out. Like, some people like fake the front, like I said earlier, or realizing they don't want what they thought they wanted anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's a game to me. It's a game that people play. You know what I'm saying?
I can say this though, like you said, people that don't want to know. A lot of people, they don't know what they want in the first place.
Exactly.
And then they figure out what they want, then they know that this is not what they want. And they didn't know what they wanted.
And you get plucked off like a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, out of nowhere. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if that is possible, then there's no need to ever have a need for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to let go. Learn to let go. At the end of the day, everybody leaves. Like,
wow. I think you need to learn to let go of that pain, because like that's gonna really hold you back, because you can't connect to a person like that. Like, right. It's okay to be vulnerable with people. That's what love is. Like, love is being able to be comfortable being vulnerable with somebody. That shit is scary. Nobody's denying that. But like, that's the beauty of finding that in that one person. That's what makes a relationship valuable. If you don't feel like that with that person, that's not the right person for you. And like, you gotta find that person that makes you just feel like, man, I could just be. You know what I mean?
Am I wrong to feel like everybody I've been with was the right person?
No, you're supposed to feel that way. Because who actually goes into a relationship waiting for it to end?
Right.
Who?
You don't want to do that. You don't want to go in like that.
I mean, it's not perfect. It's not. You can't expect people to just fall in love with. You can't expect people to just want to be there forever. I think that is.
But some people
jump out of the single plane, free fall in love. Just don't forget your parachute, because you don't want to get hurt when you hit the ground. If you hit the ground.
That's what I'm saying. I always got my parachute on.
You got that shit. It sound like you already got it deployed.
I ain't falling. Fuck that.
You ain't even jump out the plane yet. You gotta open up. Like you ain't even try and jump. You just keep like, all right, no, I want. Let me jump out this plane. Let me fly around to this joint real quick because I think that plane better. Or let me go. Nah, you gotta like figure out which one you want to go to and see if it works. It's scary, and you might get hurt, but
you're saying marriage is pointless.
Marriage is not pointless. I mean, it's like the championship. Like, hey, I found somebody, I win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've succeeded. I've gone through the trials of the constant, moving around, and I found it.
Marriage is still a journey because there's stuff that come with that too.
Because you didn't. I mean, my thinking is that because you're still learning that person. You know what I'm saying? You're still going through stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like. I mean, nothing's perfect. I'll say that.
I'm still learning myself. He's still learning himself, and we still learning each other.
And that's what I was saying before.
In itself.
But people gonna change every day. Like you're never going to be the same person. You're gonna grow
and you should.
You're gonna evolve.
You always should grow.
But you're gonna find somebody that you can grow and evolve with. Like somebody that like them. You know what I mean? Like people like they can work it out. You know what I mean? It's just like. You know what I'm saying? Make it look cool. Like I don't know.
I agree with what you're saying. I do look at them as I admire them.
You know why I like them? Because they look like they have fun together. You know what I mean? Like they look like at the end of the day they're actually friends with each other and not like just husband and wife. Like they actually look like they actually like each other at the end of the day.
And
you know what I mean?
This is true, right?
That's important. That's very important. Very important. It's like half of the chicks that I've ever been with, it's like, yo, if I was still with them, they'd just be talking. I'd just be like, like you. I'd be like, hey, I'm ready for this shit to end.
No, I mean, look, come on, don't put that on me. I'm not ready for anything to end. At the end of the day, I don't want to end anything. I want to keep everything growing. I want everything at the ultimate level.
And that means that you have to, like he said, you gotta just jump. You gotta take that leap. Because you can't grow together until you're open to just being with that person.
Instead of everybody's special, huh?
Everybody is special. All of y'all are special. What the fuck? I don't think I can. Nah. Everybody has a purpose and a speciality. Or I'm not using the word right, but it's. Everybody is special, man. I truly believe that. I don't think God makes anybody just to throw them down here and be like, hey, fuck it all up. You know what I'm saying?
I think we all meet everybody for a reason, but that doesn't mean that they have to be in your life permanently. And I'm not trying to say that to end things, but I feel like people should always remember that at the end of the day, you don't have to stay in one particular situation, like, to force yourself to be happy. Because, like, that's all you're doing. You know what I mean? You can't force anything. Like when it feels right, it feels right.
Anything I'm in is the best. What's the word? Anything I go through, anything I'm in, is the best thing I can go through. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't want to do it.
That's fine, but sometimes things are just lessons too. Like it doesn't always have to be a permanent. Like sometimes it is just a lesson for you to learn. Like people sometimes are lessons. Like, and that doesn't mean that things have to end either, but sometimes you gotta learn some things before you can grow to the next level. And like, that's in anything, like relationships, careers, like, just anything.
Very true.
And you learn a lot about yourself, I learned some things that I didn't, know about myself and being in a relationship that I'm not the best communicator. But I think that I've communicated very well. That he hears it differently from how I see it.
Like I was saying that earlier. I mean, I'm realizing about myself too. It's like I am definitely not conveying the messages that I want to be received well, and in the past and in now, it's a constant wave of that shit. It's just like, oh my god, it's so hard, and I just don't think the shit should be hard.
Well, Rohan, the thing is, if you hear it from more than one person, or that same person keeps telling you the same thing over and over,
it's most likely
then you
true.
gotta look at yourself. Like, I had to eventually look at myself and look at what he was saying I was doing. Well, I didn't think I was really doing nothing that bad. But to him it was, and that affected our relationship. So I gotta, like he told me, don't interrupt him when he talk and let him finish. But if you pause, I feel like you finished.
True.
I gotta pause if I'm still talking.
No, you pause.
Sometimes pauses be long.
Sometimes pauses be 3 seconds and they be like, nah, I thought you was done.
Gotta go. American Beauty had to stand up, pick up a plate, and throw it at the goddamn wall. Like, don't interrupt me.
But anyway, but even after he said it or whatever, it took me a while to grasp it and try to practice not doing it. And every now and then I still forget because of honestly, how we've been raised to communicate. So it's real, and not everybody, likes it.
And that is one of the things, like, that could be, like, the realest thing right there, But I don't want to put no blame on anybody.
It's not even like putting blame on anybody. It's more so recognizing it within yourself and then then actually wanting to work on it. I did the same thing Benita did. Like, yeah, we can't communicate at all. But or I don't know what we be thinking, but I had to realize that within myself, and then like be wanting to, actually want to open up so that I could have a good relationship. Like, I don't want any toxic habits to continue. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I want to be able to break that cycle so that I can have those loving relationships. You know what I mean?
And that is something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know whether... It just feels like, the more I go through shit, the more I'm just like, young, am I so toxic? Like, how am I good one day and then all of a sudden I'm fucking terrible? Like, I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Inconsistencies, right?
Well, that is true. Inconsistent. Like, some of us don't realize how constant we aren't. You know what I'm saying?
What triggers you? Like, I had anger problems, so like I had to figure out like
Same here.
You gotta find like what irritates you, and like really realize like, is it something that somebody else is doing, or is it something that like is within me? That's like one thing. You know what I mean? And
Great.
work on yourself. Work on yourself first.
Yeah.
Figure out
He's
what.
the only person who's ever told me about my communication or pointed out flaws or whatever, and that I've received them eventually. He's the only one who had that discussion with me. None of my other relationships, anybody was like, girl, stop talking to me like that, or, or something like that. Nobody called me down on stuff. So
Probably because as a result, I had to learn that I myself have to work on the crazy angry rants that I may go on. So
It be like that.
I had to realize that sometimes the men in my family, we go on these crazy, just angry, like courtroom rants where we're like, bah!
Same here. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I'm making sense. Like I said, like, I don't know. Maybe that's something. Maybe I just feel like motherfuckers be playing with me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Also, like this is something else that helped me. Like, think about like how this person is receiving what you saying. Cause like you don't think about what you saying or how you saying it. Like, you gotta really step back. Like, damn, I really just went ham just now. Cause that was like a problem for me. Like, I would just go for the jugular or whatever, and I'm like, damn, I did not have to say that. Like, it just did not have to go down like that.
Right.
But then you gotta catch yourself first. But that's like having that person that you respect enough to do that for. You know what I mean? Because some people, if you don't feel like they're worth that, you just gonna go ham. You don't care. You know what I mean? You're gonna do anything.
an attack.
I mean, it is what it is. You got, like I said, you gotta learn these things about yourself and then like really actually apply what you learned.
Self-awareness is key, and that's what I blame a lot of people for, not being aware of themselves. But I mean, I might be the culprit. But
Gross.
yeah, it's just so much fucking growing you have to do.
You got lifetime.
That's pretty much the way it goes, son. I learned a lot. I'm still learning a lot of new shit about myself, yo. And after I made 39 is when I started learning it. A lot of new shit, dog. I feel like I'm 20 years old, only 20 years older.
That actually makes logical sense.
I feel lost as a little boy again. Only now I'm lost with like pain everywhere, like shit.
Man, I'm trying to. Hopefully, I can get past those days. I don't know.
Nikki said it's hard to look at yourself objectively.
Yeah, I saw that. That is very true. You like, and that's another point. Like, you feel like you're growing and shit, but all of a sudden, somebody sets you back 5 lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I thought I got this far, but I'm still at this fucking point.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. A lot of people say that they change. Like, if you meet somebody that you used to be cool with like 5 years ago, you meet them now, like, they change. But the more you start talking to them, you're like, you're the same motherfucker. Who told you that you changed? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why the fuck you thought you changed. You act the exact same way. You do the same thing. You still got the same habits. Like, you changed the way. With your head? You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
I feel attacked now.
No.
But no, I mean, it's real though, man. Like, and I'm one person that I believe I accept criticism very well, but people just think that I'm not going to defend myself and I'm just going to take it. You know what I'm saying? That's where the lack of conversation or argument,
It doesn't sound like you take criticism very well. If you're going to defend yourself, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you have to.
Criticism.
I mean, not everybody. People are not always 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? You have to like.
That's their opinion.
And you got, communicate.
Here we
Be like,
go.
this is me. You know what I'm saying? You're wrong.
Right.
Like, I'm just kidding. But you do need to say, like, if that's what they think of you, if y'all are saying how this is how I view you, then you either gotta be like, damn, I didn't know that, or you gotta be like, actually, this is why I was acting like that. You know what I mean? But it comes down to communication.
Yeah.
And it's not easy. It's not easy.
Why is it so hard? Life, how old
are you?
33.
Because 33 years of your life, you thought it was okay.
It's been easy. It's gonna get hard now. That's just the way.
And it's hard to change something that is a part of you. It's hard, but it's a good change. And to be honest, I haven't mastered it. He gives me reminders or whatever.
Same with that one.
But yeah, it's just wanting to do better so y'all don't kill each other.
They laughing.
If the white turns up missing, the first suspect is the husband. Always. The white turns up missing, the husband first suspect.
Hey, I go to sleep sometimes like this. Sometimes I go like this.
Go ahead. I
don't know. But it's all good. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh,
and that's what it all comes down to,
yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't have it any other fucking way for real, man. I can't see a different path. If I'd have taken a different path, what the fuck? For real. But that's just me.
And I mean, I'm not going nowhere. I put all this work in.
Bullshit.
I'm polish them off. And they're going to be with somebody else. No.
You know how much upgrading I had to do, dog? I had to get new clothes and shit. I had to get my own apartment. All that shit was stupid.
So I made a point a while back that I was like, wow, this is kind of wild. This might be crazy to say or crazy to hear, but don't you ever feel, because we always grow, don't you ever feel bad for your exes? Like, we were fucking immature, we were fucking dumb back in the day, but now we're better, like we treat our partners better and shit like that, because we learned. I'm trying to point out that we probably put a lot of people through shit getting to this point today.
Hold on, this is a question for you though. So that means that your ex has grown and they ain't learned. So do your exes feel bad for you?
Fucking bitches. But nah, I mean, right. I mean, that's a
But
good
you know
point.
what? Y'all was going through what y'all was going through.
Hey, bro.
Y'all, when y'all was together, y'all was going through y'all thing. You know what I mean? Y'all was at that age that y'all was doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know any better. Neither one of y'all clearly, because y'all were in those situations. You know what I mean? But I mean, you live and you learn and you grow. You can't be. Sometimes you feel bad over some things that have happened in the past, but you gotta go past.
I don't personally feel bad. I'm just like, I just know I've been better.
I feel bad, like, cause you know I feel bad for like maybe like one person.
Right, I mean, right? You know you could have done. I mean, it's like I learned things along the way. I was like, oh shit, she was saying that.
But that's how you grow. That's how you learn. You don't know unless you like experience those things. Experience is the best teacher. So unless you go through those things, you ain't gonna know how to deal with those situations.
So in a way,
it goes back to what
using this information, it just feels like everybody could be for everybody.
No, my exes can kick rocks. Nah, no, I don't wonder if I could have done something different. No, I don't think.
No, I mean that's not something I just said it one day. I was like, oh shit, you know what? That is right, Heezy. Like, I mean, I definitely grown a lot. Definitely was inadherent to a lot of my exes. You know what I'm saying? Even now, I'm not as. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not perfect, but I just feel like I be on top of shit and I still fail.
I think it was Dion Cole, the comedian. He said in one of his stand-ups that it seemed like you don't meet that person at the right level. Like if you had met that person when you were here, you could have had a great relationship, but you met them when you were down here and you was an asshole.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't meet that person. Like, nah, I can't deal with you right now, but hit me back in 5 years. Like, it's like trying to pick the right level. I thought that joint was genius.
I mean, that's essentially what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't know, but I'm not worried about none of that. I don't go backwards. You know what I'm saying? But it does make you feel sad. It's like, oh damn. But anyway, let's move on. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's a lot of shit, man. It's a lot of shit that we have to go through.
Oh yeah.
Damn, we already been here for 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Lord, I didn't even get through any of my show. I mean, except for this part. But all right, let me go over some more shit that's worse than cheating. A lot of y'all said that shit too, and now I believe this shit. But I stopped at withholding any kind of affection, harboring quiet resentment. I said that. Lack of communication. We said that. Being stubborn about things or getting entrenched in certain positions. I'm not really sure I understand it. I guess that's like with work.
Nah, like being unwilling to compromise. Yeah.
True. Truly.
I think you cleared that up.
Bickering about, this is a weird one to me. Basically arguing about mundane daily issues and chores. Now, I mean, just think about it. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm a person that wants a clean household, I guess.
I feel you on that, but like I see people arguing like, if you could.
I ain't gonna say that. I don't even know.
Like, if you cook, that person wants to do it.
I remember. Okay, so let me ask y'all perspective.
She's putting herself on the line here. Let her speak.
No, I'm not putting it. I just want y'all's input on this, right? Because mundane, I think that's gonna be an issue to the time. I don't mind cleaning. I don't like washing dishes. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I like dishwashers. Whatever.
What?
Put that shit in there. We'll take it back out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind. I love laundry, but you know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway. I remember, I had this little situation. They had their own spot, and they had said something to me one time, and they were like, "You don't like wash my dishes for me." I was like, "What?" I was like, "I don't live here, and I, I don't mind cleaning up. Like if I'm cooking or something like that, I cook as I go. I mean, I clean as I go or whatever. But like I don't.
I believe there's certain rules. Like if you're cooking, you don't have to wash the dishes.
Yeah. Also, like if we're not in a like a. I know that was like a big issue. Like we're not in a relationship or anything like that. There's no thing like I don't mind cleaning up or whatever. Like I'm, but
there are roles. There are.
Benita, like what is?
Let's
What do you
go back
think?
to that story. So y'all had just eaten dinner.
No. Like I had just came over there and he had just said something. He was like, "How come you don't never like wash my dishes?" I'm not a fuck.
I need some more context to that because I'm just like that motherfucker is wild.
That would have been my reaction. Like, the fuck?
I was like, I don't live here and I'm not a maid.
Why don't I break your dishes over your head, nigga? That's what the fuck
The maid's gonna do something about that guy.
It did. I was like this is like
my own fucking dishes, motherfucker.
yeah, like I don't mind if I just cook them. I'm like whatever. I spent the night. It was fine.
I think there's rules in the kitchen. Like I think cooking is one of the most beautiful things in the world.
But they didn't live together though. That was just a
situation.
You, Nikki, because I'm not a maid. Like
so she doesn't have to wash the dishes.
Right.
That was one of those things.
that's a labor of love. Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't tripping.
Labor of love.
Right, I think that too.
That might be the title of my show.
Wifely duties out of a situation like that is
It's not.
What are wifely duties?
like. No, I mean if he's saying that, how come you don't wash my dishes? Well, how come you don't pay my phone bill? Like,
Because I mean, I don't ask for you to pay bills.
are we a couple? Like, what?
What is it? But I don't know what he was thinking.
I mean, communication. I guess there's more communication that needs to be had. I would think.
And then the thing about that whole thing is that caught me is math.
Right.
You say duh.
Right.
So I'm not tripping. All right, I just want to make sure.
I was like, did they eat together?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Like, nah, we.
So that's what I'm saying. So we had the conversation of like wifely duties, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even your girlfriend. Like, I'm just kind of like here, like
point.
you know what I mean.
Perfect point.
And I'm all down. Like, when I become a wife, I feel like I'll be a bomb ass wife. Like I usually have a saying, but I'm not gonna say it on here. But like, you know what I mean.
Now we want to hear it.
Right.
I cook clean and I do other things, but you know what I mean. Like, but like I just, you know what I mean. But like I just like.
I personally don't believe in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in no wifely duties or husband duties.
You gotta have a relationship. There are gender roles or whatever. Like just like as you expect us to be like feminine and all this stuff.
Lesbian couples and gay people, men?
I can't speak for lesbian couples.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody has a relationship dynamic on what goes down or whatever. And just because I say I cook and clean don't mean that man can't cook. You know what I'm saying? Like it just depends on what's going on in the situation. Like I feel like I said, those are established boundaries. Like who's communicating, who's doing what. You know what I mean? Like, are you the one who's gonna be cooking and cleaning? Should I be doing that? Should I be picking up the kids and dropping them off? Are you gonna be doing that? That type of stuff has to be communicated.
Good. See, I keep coming back around to that, and keep coming right back around.
Communication is key. Let me go on. I mean, I said that. That's part of the reason. There's also manipulation and jealousy. No, manipulation is something I don't really. That's the game. That's the game I'm talking about. Manipulation. That's what I'm talking about with people and how they construct you or try to construct you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people do that and they don't even know it. And I could be one of these people too. But I mean, I want to. I'm staying on the stance of I want freedom for all. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no strings on you.
What kind of manipulation? Like, what's the scenario?
The manipulation is to well, I mean, I kind of just wrote down these notes, but I'm gonna just use it. I'm thinking of it in my own way. Being sad because you're not doing something.
Like using tears to get your way or something?
That could be something. Just using your emotion as a what's the word I'm looking for? Using your emotion as like Because I mean, like I am just personally about me, I'm a soft person. I don't ever want to see nobody cry. I don't ever want to see nobody get angry or whatever. But you know that can sway me, and I think that's what people use. Some people might use it. I don't know for a fact. I'm not even aware of it.
So think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes your significant other can train you to do that.
They say that again.
Sometimes your significant other can train you to use that manipulation
Yep.
for a certain outcome.
So you're saying your partner can make you manipulate? That is so pushing it to somebody else. To me.
I don't think so. I feel like it's in the right context.
You're trying to get to a result.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if you've trained me to communicate it a certain way so I can get to that result, then I probably will use it. No, I do not personally cry to get my way. I don't do that. But I'm just saying, if a couple that's been together, if when she cries, the positive results happen, then she's gonna cry.
Yeah, exactly. And it sucks. That shit sucks.
Ignore them tears.
Right. Fucking tears, girl. You gotta let them know that. Like, if that joint start working, I'm gonna put it like this. You gonna always go back to, that's your go-to move. You gonna always go back to your go-to move.
I mean,
I don't like that per se, because then it feels like you feel like now you feel like you obligated to do this because you know they're gonna do that or they're gonna react that way. Not saying I know that training or whatever, like you gotta have your person learn you or whatever. But I feel like when it gets to sometimes an emotional response, like then you messing with somebody's head. You know what I mean? Like you just like, man, come on, man.
So Blair, thank you for joining. And Nikki, they're talking about gaslighting.
Cause I've been through.
Do we all know what that means?
Yep.
Basically, I mean, from what I understand, it's basically like using something somebody cares about, and like, well, maybe I don't have the definition, but it's like using somebody's emotion against them. I guess is that
kind of. I look up the definition specifically because I know, like, I've dealt with gaslighters and they make you feel like you crazy for feeling the way you feel about something. I wouldn't say that necessarily that situation. I feel like you kind of gotta play little games in relationships, but there's certain different things where they're trying to get you to do something that, or I
have the definition here.
All right, go ahead.
We'll put it like, I'm gonna tell you some wild shit about relationships, period. The person who cares the least about the relationship always holds the power. Because the other person gonna do everything in their power to try to get them to stay.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. That's very true. All right, according to Google, and this is the thing, like, in this day and age, we talk about a lot of mental shit. Like, what is the word I'm looking for? We talk about a lot of I don't know. All of a sudden, we worry about our mental when we probably should have done it for the longest time. But all of a sudden, we have these new words like narcissism, gaslighting. It kind of worries me, but I mean, I accept it as something that is real.
Narcissism is not new, because these people out here love themselves, and like people don't realize it's okay to love yourself. That is perfectly fine, but some people act like they have no disregard for anyone else. You know what I mean? Like, and that's narcissism. Like you are the shit, and all of y'all are peasants. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They can never be wrong.
Right, they can never be wrong. And then those type of people gaslight you.
When I say new words,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
When I say new words, I mean this is like, I look at it as the emergence of social media. But let me just say what gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse where a person or a group makes someone question their sanity, perception of reality, or memories. People experiencing gaslighting often feel confused, anxious, and unable to trust themselves. Damn. That's pretty rough.
Nikki and Blair has said that it's using your emotions against you. And I feel like that's simple. That's like the perfect definition, because like they know what your triggers are, especially if they've been if you're in a relationship with somebody, they know what triggers you. They know your your traumas, your pain, your everything like that, and they use that against you or whatever. I used to date somebody who used to be like, all right, I'm leaving, and they think they like storming out was gonna like trigger some emotional response. But I'm kind of cold, so I was just like, all right, you want me to pack your bag or like, you know what I'm saying, what you want to do? Like, I don't really care.
And
about
same
those
here,
things.
like I don't react well to that type of shit either. I'm colder. I don't know.
It is what it is, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. You're not about to gaslight me into feeling some type of way because you want me to feel this type of way and I don't. Like, that's just what's not going to happen, and that's where like I clash with a lot of people because like I'm firm in how I feel, and like. And I feel like I communicate that effectively, but a lot of people, that's where manipulation comes in. They feel like, nah, this how I'm going to try to make you feel. I'm going to try to get you to feel like this because I don't think that, this is what I think, personally. I don't think that you're strong enough to feel like that. Or I feel like maybe your beliefs are not, they're kind of weak and maybe I can kind of crack that or whatever. And like, sometimes you succumb to that shit because like they really are using your emotions against you or whatever, and that's when you trigger these like little rage incidents or people black out. That's how that show Snap happens. You know what I'm saying? These ladies be killing their husband because you keep fucking playing with me. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that happens or whatever, and like
oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it, and people feel like they have no option and shit happens. So stop playing with people.
I don't know. I'm feeling. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of. Wow. I don't know. I hope I don't gaslight people. I don't. I mean, I know what people might. I guess I'm a gaslighter. I don't know.
I mean, you cooking with gas.
But this is where I feel like this where it comes down to, because what you want to accept. Some people will sit there and accept that shit, but like they know that you act like this, and they'll still agree to stay. And that's where like the fights and stuff start to happen because they feel like they can change you or something like that. And you've already established now like I'm this way. Like I like oranges. Stop trying to feed me apples. You know what I mean? Like I told them to throw them apples back at you. Like I don't want the things. You know what I mean? So I mean that's how I look at it.
You ain't said nothing wrong.
A
Man.
lot of communication in your chat.
Yeah, there is. I mean.
The topic.
Family will definitely gaslight Blair, honey. Baby, I don't excuse no family.
Sex.
Say again?
Sex? So this is why I said relationships have games, because women, look, that's where the fun comes in relationships, where I feel like
What?
no, like okay, it's like a game, you know what I mean? Like let's go back to, I feel like the album that's playing in my head was the Jasmine Sullivan joint, where she was just like, you gotta do what you gotta do to get what you want. Maybe you want a person, something, and maybe you do something special, for your man or whatever. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I just took care of you. Can you take care of me? You know what I mean? That's kind of like what it is, and that's the back and forth in relationships, and I feel like that's harmless. But when you put emotions into it, that's too much. But when you're doing like a little harmless shit,
Explain that again. So, I didn't really get it too well.
Like, okay, I don't want to get graphic. But like
graphic. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to hear too much. But yeah.
Here, like.
Somebody else should give an example.
Someone else explain that for me, because I know people be looking at me like a kid.
Say it again, like, because I was thinking something whole different. Like,
what was you thinking?
Nah, I was thinking like my ex was telling me one time, she was talking about we had sex too much, and then when we started having sex less, that's what the argument was then.
Why we not having?
We don't have sex enough.
Who you fucking?
Oh, y'all don't be trying to cover y'all fucking mouths like you got some shit to say. Like what?
Right?
What?
In my personal opinion, I feel like we are at your will in those areas, because we can't. Because y'all could always just say, "Oh, it's not the time." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, we have to fucking already like obey. It's like, what? You don't want to have sex with me? Like, what is this? What?
Well, I feel bad because that's selfish. You know what I mean? You gotta take care of your boo. Sometimes you be tired though, but like like.
Ooh, I had a long day. Well, let's make it longer.
But would you have sometimes you don't want no weak shit. You know what I mean? You want to have that energy to do what you gotta do. You know.
Nikki said, get graphic, me.
I know, I saw it. No, y'all don't want me to get
Janelle, thanks for joining. She says, if I get you out the way, you get me out the way.
Okay, Shay, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I believe in that 100%. Reciprocation.
Exactly.
Reciprocation.
But sometimes I gotta understand people be tired. Okay, like.
I mean, I'm on the side of I'll be tired, but yeah.
I mean, it's always time for a cookie, but like, you know, if you want that, oh yeah, then you gotta wait.
I want to go into this reciprocation thing. It's almost like
Reciprocation.
I feel like I'm about to demonize the fuck out of myself, but you kind of, some people like doing the things they do, right? So, like, I mean, I'm treading like I feel like I just cracked the eggshell just now.
You tread like maybe one of the rare cases where I say don't tread too lightly.
Well, yeah, I'm cracking eggs, but I don't know. I mean, yes, I believe in reciprocation, but some people are better at things than others.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that go back around to your joke where you can date the whole world, huh?
No, don't go there. I'm not going there.
Somebody, you want me to go out into the world? You want me to go out into the world?
No, I'm just. Yeah, I feel like I need to not get graphic either. But it's just some people can reciprocate better than you can reciprocate.
Oh, you gotta learn.
Talk about it.
It's hard to talk about.
You gotta figure it out, man. Like,
It's hard to talk about.
Some people can give back better than you can give back.
I feel like I know what you're trying to say.
Give back in other ways, not the same way.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Well,
I believe I hear what you're saying.
All right. Thank you. Make me feel better. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's all I got to say, pretty much.
I mean, if that doesn't cancel that person out, then that could be a conversation, couldn't it?
Yeah, no, it definitely. I mean, like you said, communication is key.
Be fun and trying to get better.
And that's one thing I always believe in. Everybody can always get better. Okay, Toya's joined the building. Practice makes perfect is her comment.
Exactly. Practice and communication about what you like.
Communication again.
Once again, you know.
Communication is all through this motherfucker.
Communicate throughout.
Okay. Facts. I don't want to go forward what I was talking about.
Yeah. Just stop that train right there. Stop that train right there.
It's okay if some things are just off limits, right? Sexually.
Is it okay? Is it okay?
I'm asking you, is it okay for some things to be off limits? Like some things you like, oh no. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't like parting the Red Sea. That's one thing I don't do.
Wow.
But the only reason I bring that up is because I know niggas that do it. I'm just like, dog, you're fucking it up for everybody. Or for me at least.
No bullshit. Come out there sounding like a murder scene in the bedroom.
Right. And that's what they be saying, making it sound good. Like, girl, I go in there and kill you and bring you back. And I be like, oh, Lord. I can't compete.
No bullshit. No ketchup on my hot dog.
Right. None of that. But there's ladies who cherish that shit, and that's one thing. Like, that's one thing where I lose. Or I mean, I don't even say that. A lot of men lose in that area because, yeah, some men don't give a fuck. I mean, not to say they don't give a fuck, right?
They are giving a fuck.
Right, they are giving a fuck. Literally, they are giving a fuck. And don't y'all think that's where some type of
Nikki said, "Kill me and bring me back."
Oh, Nikki.
But it's like, yeah, see, and that's, I mean, y'all can remain silent on it, but I just feel like that's one of the most cherishable things a man can do for a woman. And I just feel like it's so hard for me.
Part the Red Sea.
I feel like a lot of women fall in love with that type of shit.
I guess.
I think it's just.
I don't know if y'all want to expose anything on that. So I
don't think it's that deep. I think it's just.
I mean, it's just a thing. It's just a thing, and I'm just like, I feel like a child every time that type of thing comes up. It's like, oh, well, I'm a little squeamish. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. But that's just one thing that one example that I'm trying to make. And I'm glad Julia's like, that's nasty as fuck. But Nikki doesn't give a fuck. She's like, yeah. Oh, well, she said I'm playing. I don't know.
That was a harsh comment.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Some women like.
Well, what about anal?
I don't do that either.
That's a no for a lot of people.
That's the no spot. Dr. Banner taught us that. You remember that? That was our health teacher in Grim Park.
Elimination and defecation.
Don't nobody should go up the no spot.
Oh.
Things only go out, not in. But that's another thing, though. That's a great point. That's another thing that people appreciate, and I'm just like, nah, that's not right. I do how to think.
You gotta find who likes
You
what you
do how to
like.
think.
You gotta find who like what you like. Some people like that freak out shit. Some people don't like that. So you gotta just find your niche.
What you about to say, Chris?
I'm not gonna push the issue, but if I got a girl that wanna do this shit, and I'm like, fuck it, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
What is the compromise then? What do you get back? Like what?
I have no idea. Like I said, I ain't pushed the issue.
Oh man. But you see how some people like certain things and some people don't. And that's where I'm just like, freedom. You need your freedom to get your anal beads and your and your Moseses. You know what I'm saying? You need these. I don't know. Some people need these things. Because he's part of the Red Sea, but don't cheat. But I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. I just want everybody to get everything they want. Some things I cannot do, or it's very hard to do. I wouldn't do it right. Oh Lord, eating the booty is something too. I only slip up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't ever want to put my tongue in a butt on purpose. I might be saying a lot more than I should. But
slip up.
Those drunk nights. Those drunk nights. Like that. I can't really taste that well when alcohol is on my tongue. I'm sorry to discuss my sisters, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Push up a little harder than you intended.
Right. You're just like, you're treating her like they like that shit rough. So you just you just lick at that point. You just licking.
Funny as shit. You just threw the shirt all the way, nigga. You was on the back, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. You're like going like this. Usually we're like this, but then when you're drunk,
and you just.
Right, whoops, I don't know.
I can be out with God. As long as the hygiene straight, I don't see a problem with the choice.
But
just don't reciprocate me like you were saying, but the sound of my ass, so do not enter.
Man.
Do not
I don't know, man.
Not quite up for it. We're good.
I want to bring up something that my man Bernard said on the fuckery. He was like, well, I mean, a lot of people, I've seen a meme about this, how we podcasters only podcast because we don't go to therapy. It makes me feel like that sometimes doing this shit, because it's like, why can't I branch out and think like y'all? But at the end of the day, I believe in myself not being that wild, Okay. Okay, everybody's talking. They're talking about anal on the chat, but but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, but
No pun intended.
right? No pun intended. But I don't know, man. That's why it's just good to talk. Like, communication is motherfucking key in any case and in all cases. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm getting a bit inebriated, but all right. I do have a wild motor scooter. I'm just gonna say it now so I don't forget it later, because I know it's getting late. So this woman, there's a woman in. How do you say this? It's in Mexico. Cajeme, Cajeme or Cajeme or Cayeme. Oh, they don't use J's. I'm sorry. Cayeme, Sonora, Mexico.
The J is usually an H sound.
Yeah, Cajeme, Sonora, Mexico. There's a woman in Cajeme, Sonora, Mexico, who's only being identified as Leonora N. And she was recently scrolling through her husband Juan's cell phone. That could be Y too. and she spotted a bunch of pictures of him with some younger women. So Lenora stabbed Juan.
Oh shit.
He managed to grab the knife from her and told her that the woman in the picture was her. He digitized some of their photos, old photos from back in the day when they were younger, and she didn't recognize herself.
She must have really let herself go.
But I just want to. I only bring that up to show you the jealousy that women have. I mean, not to say that men are secluded, or not included, but I have fears of my own too. Shit like that. In ignorant situations like that.
Yeah, ignorance is scary, bro. Ignorance is scary as shit.
It is.
But that comes down to insecurities. Like, if you worry like that, you know what I mean? Like, that's something within you that you taking out on your partner. I don't know. That's just my...
That's just my wild motor
that's
scooter of the week.
just my
Leonora,
Wow.
you wild motor scooter. But
Hey, imagine how bad she had to feel, bruh, after the fact. Like,
and she probably didn't give a fuck. She was like, I was justified. And I saw comments on Twitter. It was like, oh yeah, she's cool. She was right. She was okay to do that. And I'm just like, motherfucking.
Wow.
And there was women that was doing it, saying that. So I'm not trying to.
So it's okay. This is what I'm trying to. Okay, so this is what they said basically. It's okay to stab your husband over old photos of y'all two.
Jealousy. I mean, right. Like, you don't even like. It's so fucking crazy. You can't even put it into. I don't know. I can't even. I don't know. This shit is fucked up. I swear to God, somebody stabbed me because they thought I was with somebody, which is them. That's beyond maniac. What is the word? Maniacal. Maniacal. There we go. Thank you.
Hold up, did he die?
Nah, he stopped her.
Oh,
He was like, "It's you! It's you!"
We get hand jobs for like every day for the rest of his life now, though, right?
Not hand jobs, blow jobs.
He stabbed him. I think manipulation flew out the window at that point.
No bullshit.
That's the games I was talking about. That's when they come into full force. Like, oh, are you hungry? Are you good?
I threw out the knives.
Right? They all yours, cool. You got it.
Wow. There's no coming back.
Night time.
Right.
Man, that's crazy as shit,
It is,
bro.
man. It is. All right.
Hey, what do you even say after that? My bad.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's all you can say. My bad.
I fucked up.
I'm not trying to be sexist, but I just feel like that's how women do things. You know what I'm saying? They take. I'm sorry. I don't mean it like. I don't really mean that in a worldwide way. Like maybe 40%.
Well, when you say women, you talking about all female.
I am saying that 37%. I'm just making up this number in my head, and I feel like a lot of people are off base. You know what I'm saying? Like they are.
Look, y'all men get jealous as hell because y'all get more attached than women. I feel like y'all get more attached than women do. I've had a guy like looking to come kill me because he could not find me because I didn't pick up the phone. Like, and he didn't even know what I was doing. So like that was straight jealousy. Like I didn't have no other good, like no dude, whatever. Like that's jealousy. That's insecurities. That's where that shit come from. You think I'm doing something that I'm not even doing, and you coming to do some big wild shit.
That's some deranged, insane shit.
Yeah, it is. And there's some crazy guys. You know what I mean?
I'm getting crucified in the comments. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying that a lot of women go off base a little bit.
People
go off base, and yes, you make that is true. That is true. I'm sorry.
Off base. This nigga snuck off the field on you.
and that's the thing.
My phone wasn't working. I was like,
a lot of, and I hear this about I hear this from women about men, how men are super creeps, like will follow them and do all this extra shit, say murder. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that shit at all.
Y'all fall
and I am
harder.
sorry about that.
It is what it is.
I don't mean to put women. I didn't mean to. Like I just Nikki was like fuck you because you said that. But no, I mean I deserve that. But I just I go back to the accusations. What I was saying in the beginning of the podcast, how women accuse you of shit you didn't even do or probably wouldn't even do.
Do that too. Just because you don't do that, don't mean other men don't do that. Like I don't know what I feel like this is my personal. I feel like I make men insecure because I've been accused of cheating when I was not even cheating. I have cheated before in the past, but I realized like if I'm going to cheat, I'm just going to leave a person. Like I don't have to, if I'm cheating, it's because I'm not getting something that I want from that particular person.
Right.
And I learned that young. But like I've been accused of cheating when I haven't been cheating. Like some dudes just think that you out. Like I have a lot of male friends. And you know I guess what I mean? That makes guys insecure. So it's like.
And I guess I only say that because I don't date men. So I was just thinking
but
inside the box there.
People get insecure. Like, you know, it doesn't matter who it is. That's something within them that they've either experienced, that they've been cheated on, or something happened in front of them. Either their parents, you know, that's what they used to, whatever. Like, there's different traumas for different situations. And how you grew up or whatever. Like, all that shit is a factor. But unfortunately, it comes out in your relationships unless you deal with it. So, like, you know, you're going to have to, if somebody's like super jealous, leave them alone. Like, because they have issues within themselves that they haven't solved yet. Mm-hmm. Like, run from them.
It goes on to working on yourself. You shouldn't even be in a situation with somebody else. You ain't working on yourself first.
Them people, but a lot of them people don't even know that they don't need to work
I don't think that's possible though either. I think a lot of people are in need of someone else and they can never overcome their own selves while getting with others.
That's some trauma.
Then they don't need to be with nobody else. Like, date yourself. Take yourself to the movie.
How can you do that shit all the time? How can you tell them?
When I had a girlfriend.
What you say for me?
Go to the movie by myself.
For that broken person to rely on someone else, that's so hard.
Right.
It's so hard for that other person.
And sometimes you get with a person who help you through your shit. You know what I mean? But that's kind of rare too, because a lot of people will either manipulate you or they'll help you grow. It's kind of like whatever, but it depends on where they're at in their life, if they're feeling selfish or whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I feel like everybody needs therapy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I would say, and Blair was saying it earlier, a lot of people in a certain demographic are not therapized. She didn't say all this. I'm
a bond. You got it, girl. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of black folks need therapy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this came to be. I mean, of course, I know how it came to be because what the fuck kind of world we living in with all the bullshit that's been happening, but it's other intricacies that we don't really see or believe or whatever it may be. Yeah, and that's all I want to say. That was one of my health tips. I have another health tip too, but maybe we should all seek therapy. You know what I'm saying? Or if you haven't, you know, seek it out. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm personally believe just talking with others is my brand of therapy. But you know, you could be talking to people that can lead you down the wrong path. You know, but right. I believe in my support system.
Are you breaking cycles though?
That is, I don't think I am. I can answer that. I can admit to that. I just feel like I can, like I want to say I trench myself in being self-aware, but at the end of the day, there's people that convince me I'm not, and that's where I'm confused, you know. But who's gonna really help me with that? But a therapist,
A therapist, you gotta,
a professional, that is.
yeah, man. Because if not, you gonna. I feel like unless you really want to help yourself, you're gonna keep making excuses for yourself. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna be like, man, I ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, it's not that bad. But you really gotta look at the people around you and what they saying to you. Because if not, you living in a bubble. You know what I mean? You acting like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway.
And I mean, I meant to say this before I went on with that, but Happy Black History Month.
Drink to that.
We only get a month.
No. Abolish this. We need to abolish Black History Month. And the reason why we need to abolish Black History Month because we need to celebrate these people all year round. This is American history. This is not just Black history. We need to get rid of this month. These people need to be celebrated all year round. They give us 28. They give us the smallest month.
The smallest month. And I've been saying that. I've been saying that in the last Black History Months. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I wasn't even trying to go there. But yes, that is the motherfucking truth. I mean, the shit that Black folks have been through, they don't, a month, a year, a decade doesn't fucking rectify anything. But moving on from that, I just want to say rest in peace to Cicely Tyson. A woman who was always upstanding when she's in front of the camera, which is not always the case for a lot of people. Doesn't matter what race, but she definitely was a high standard person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I don't have much information on Cicely Tyson. Honestly, the last movie I saw with her in it was the Medea joint. But she is definitely, I mean, from what I read and what I see from her, she's always, it almost feel like somebody's auntie's on screen and you better listen. You know what I'm saying?
She was like the definition of grace to me. Like, she was just regal to me.
But yeah, yes. I have more. Let me say, there was some 21-year-old brigade commander in the Naval Academy.
Oh, Blair said happy birthday to her.
Oh shit!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Okay. Oh wait. It's not today, but yeah, it's coming up. I knew that.
Happy birthday month. Shit.
But yeah, happy birthday month. Yep. And you don't deserve just a month. You deserve the whole year too. But I do want to shout out another. Like, I was kind of trying to do this through Black History Month. I only have like 4 podcasts through the month. You know, the shortest month of the year. Maybe I only have 3. But there's a lady named Sydney Barber. She's 21 years old. She is from Chicago, Illinois. She's the first Black brigade commander. I got it somewhere. Hold up. Was chosen among 30 candidates at the Naval Academy's brigade. Sorry, I'm a little inebriated here. Was chosen amongst 30 candidates. She is the first Black woman to hold that position, which is the highest leadership position within the brigade, and is similar to being a student body president. She is the sole representative of 4,000 midshipmen. Holds the position until May when she graduates. She aspires to commission as a Marine Corps ground officer. Barbara has a message for little girls who hear her story. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, and tell yourself that you can do. Sorry, let me say that again. Don't tell anybody that you can't do something, and don't tell yourself that you can't do something. The dreams that scare you are the ones that are worth taking. And that's from a fucking 21-year-old. That's what's up. Good job to her. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, that was just my little Black History spill right there. But yeah. There's so much other news here, and there's other things that I meant to bring up. So, all right, let's kind of go back and then go forward. Kind of go way out of order here. The ways of cheating. Social media is a motherfucker, right? Okay? You follow so many people you don't know. All of us do that, right?
Yeah.
No?
You see when their kids grew up like, damn, they got big. I ain't never seen them a day in your life.
Right.
Only follow 2 people.
All right, you're not really a social. I mean, you got Facebook. I don't know your Facebook friends, but I mean, I feel like all right, I'm talking about the Instagrammers, the Twitters, the Snapchats, and the TikToks. You know what I'm saying? Some of us have these things, and some of us use these things, and some of us see some things, and I'm about to snitch on myself. I'm a person who recognizes shit and will comment to compliment, but that is looked at as cheating.
What do your say?
Say again?
What do your comments say?
All right, let's just it's an emoji, the heart eyes emoji.
Oh, you're flirting.
Oh Lord.
That's what that mean? I thought it just meant you look good. Like,
No, I mean, if you give heart eyes to somebody you don't know, that's cute. It seems like you flirting.
Why are that? So my thing is, why is that person posting that? A picture of themselves looking good.
Because they want to.
And I'm here to compliment and tell them that they're doing a good job.
Well, look, if you in a relationship and your girl don't like that shit, don't do that shit. Period.
hold on.
But you've been doing that before you've been in a relationship.
A girl got a little sexy pick up, and like he said, so what are you gonna put up there? Good job?
Right.
Look,
Thank you.
that's why I go back to, if your girl do not like that shit, you don't do that shit.
What if you've been doing it?
Look, I personally don't give a fuck, and that's honestly, and if I did see it, it probably would irritate me. But that's why I'm not friends with social media with like any dude that I deal with. Like,
And
I don't
that's
want to see the shit
That
that
is
you're
smart
doing
as shit.
because that shit's gonna piss me off for real. But I know that you just think the bitch look good. You know what I'm saying? Women look good out here. I see something that look good. I'm gonna comment too, but I don't want that, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. Also, like, I don't know, like I said.
Do y'all do hard? Because I was reading something about psychology. Like when women do it, it's okay, but when men do it, it means more. And I was just like, what the fuck?
You know what? I don't put hard eyes on men's stuff. Because I don't want that man to think that I'm trying to holler at him. Because if I do it, that man's gonna be like, "Hey, so what's up?"
Nah, nigga, I was just saying you
Jump
look
right
right.
in the DM, head first.
Exactly.
Right.
So I know that.
Dickhead first.
But look, a girl, but see, y'all don't think when y'all do that shit, y'all are inviting women to do that. If a girl, you may not like see her like that, but she be like, "Oh shit, I love this dude. I'm gonna go holler. I'm gonna go slide in his DM."
Don't
so
agree.
what's up?
Don't agree.
It
I've done it so
happens
many
because y'all are
times and I've got no.
You have not gotten any responses, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
But that's because that's the
No
girl you
girl
commented
jumping
on
my
don't
DM.
want you. But that's because that's in that scenario though. You know what I'm saying? Either way, like I said, that goes back to if your girl does not like that, don't do that. That's gonna make us feel some type of way because we not doing that. We not thirsting.
So compliments are the same thing as flirting, because that's what it sounds like.
Heart eyes.
I mean,
You know
you're
what?
not saying that, but
You know what? I've had somebody check me. I'm a natural flirt, and I don't realize that
I
I'm
am
doing
too.
it from time to time. And you know what happened? I was in the drive-through, right? And my dude was in the passenger seat, and my friend was in the back seat. And I forgot what the dude said, but I said something back. He was saying something funny. So
Is the
I
dude
said
in the
something
back seat?
funny. No, my dude was in the passenger. My friend was in the back seat.
And your friend, your
Female friend
Oh,
was in the
okay,
back
okay,
seat.
okay.
So I said something to the dude, we laughed, and then I pull up, and my friend was like, "Damn, you just gonna flirt with the dude in front of your dude?" And he was like, "Damn, exactly." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't realize that I was flirting because I didn't look at it like that." But you know, he thought that was that. So I was like, "Oh, let me just chill."
I feel like me and my woman can compliment the same way. Like, wow, isn't she pretty?
But you gotta be with somebody who's okay with that. Like me, I don't care if my dude looks at Let's go back to this. It's pretty common. Like when dudes see like a big butt in public. Me personally, I don't care. I'm gonna point it out before you do. But like that's me. But if other girls don't like that, don't be with that type of girl. I don't know.
I feel like that's really treading on people's personal lives. I mean, you know, not to say like, I mean, are you allowed to have a personal life when you're in a relationship?
If you can't be comfortable with the person you with, you don't need to be with that person. If y'all can't
No, answer that question though.
together,
Answer that
what?
question though. Are you allowed to have a personal life inside of a relationship?
Yes. You are your own person.
But what did you just said something contradicting that? I think.
What did I say?
If your partner doesn't like that, then you shouldn't do it.
In consideration of them. If you feel like you're gonna do it anyway, if they leave you for that, that's on you.
Exactly.
They don't have to put up with your shit. Just because you continue to, if you don't feel like it's a problem what you're doing, you comfortable doing that. But if they feel like it's a problem and they keep saying, I don't like that, they don't have to deal with you anymore. They can move on.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, yes. I guess it's everybody's individual. It's just like, I don't know, man. Some people, I guess when people like that are getting jealous about that, I'm just like, yo, work through this. Think about it. You're not really, like, look at what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything but complimenting. This person is putting herself out to show people some shit, and I'm just being I'm doing what is, I mean, I don't know.
Y'all are stupid. Men are stupid. Cause y'all do dumb shit like that. Like, I don't see the harm in putting a little hard eyes on this girl who's half naked. You basically less than, and that's okay.
It doesn't mean that. We're making this shit up as we go. These are emojis given to us.
I love it.
I think
That's exactly what it means. Okay.
The prayer hands, you know what I'm saying? So we just make that shit up. The high five emoji. And you drink. That's prayer hands and shit.
Right. I know, right? It was like, I know, right? Hey, I never even thought about that.
But look, but you know what you're putting it under though. But you know what to put it under though, right? So you know what context to use it in.
It's your own definition of what
it is your own definition. You can do that if you want to, but you can't be mad if your girl get mad.
So
like, okay, so let's talk about you know, I don't know.
Nah.
Benita, did you see that Trey Songz?
Oh Lord.
I'm not on Twitter.
I'm gonna send you.
So are you?
It's okay with John.
Another point. Are you? Is she allowed to see that, John?
Right? Does he care? That's on their boundaries. Do he care?
Apparently, Trey Songz is packing.
I don't know what the hell it is.
Benita.
Things together, and I think he would be fine.
I'm about to send it to you right now.
No.
Benita likes to see dicks on TV.
Benita.
So you're okay with that?
Oh yes,
You don't watch porn with your partner?
Look at tits all the
I
time.
don't personally. I mean, and that's something like that's what I'm saying about certain people. Like, they just haven't gotten to that level. It's actually okay.
But you gotta, like I said, you gotta find somebody who's comfortable doing that with you. I've had partners who don't like that shit, and I've had partners who be like, hey, let's do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on your comfort level. But neither. Huh?
She's walking away.
Oh my God, why you trying to do it that quick?
Because every woman should see that shit.
Oh no,
I feel like, hey, who's looking at it's women news that be going around. Y'all be seeing them. If we want to look at dick,
I didn't
we can
see
look at
it.
dick.
But personally, from what I understand, a woman was giving him head,
Shawty, this nigga
and
did
she
it.
wasn't
Like,
doing it right.
it doesn't matter what. Who gives a fuck what she was doing? Like, his dick was like massive. I know you probably don't want to hear that shit, but every
It's pills.
I don't know. But
look, just because y'all see something on TV don't mean it real.
I don't care. We just want to see what it look. We just want to see what the gossip is about. Like,
I can't believe Benita left this fucking studio.
I was sitting there trying to hold my napkin.
try to distract y'all.
I mean, apparently, I don't really know. I just heard women were talking about it all morning, and they were just like, she's not doing it right, and that just makes me think it's head.
I wasn't thinking about her at all.
I don't want to see it if she ain't doing it right. It's like
I was watching Black China.
I heard Black China couldn't do it right, but
Black China is. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're ill. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
The Ray J shit was whack too.
The Ray J one was good.
I kind of like that Kim K and Ray J jump. Kim K
wasn't doing it right.
Kim K was doing it right to me.
It was okay.
I mean, I'm not touting it, like, I'm not that psyched about it. I was just like, okay, this is a respectable porn.
I saw, but I didn't see the video.
She'll find it. She'll find it.
Oh, just Google, girl.
Was like,
everybody asking for that shit.
Oh, I got you, big baby. I got you, girl. She really was, Julia. Like, I mean.
That picture reminded me of that.
Oh. Jesus Christ, that's disgusting.
Watch out, working with a monster.
Hey. Yeah, I think it's
Wow. It's not about the motion in the
He don't need no
it's not about the sound of the boat.
he don't need no money. He don't got to do nothing.
Fuck that. Can women from what some women will say that they don't even want that. They can't take that. They don't want that.
You know, I've heard guys say that about some women. That they say that. Like, nah, I ain't gonna hold you. I heard
I'm finna
like
pass out up in this bitch.
I have a lot of male friends. I heard that like when the bigger the butt, the less they can take dick. That's what some dude told me. I'm not saying that's my thoughts, but
I know that about the bigger the woman, not the bigger the butt.
That I hit, the skinniest shorty I've been hit, she took dick like a champ.
I agree. Same here. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Am I doing anything? Like, what the fuck? You're a twig. How are you not breaking? But
She sure, damn.
Wow. I thought Trey Songz was arrested.
He out.
Oh man.
Oh, he out.
Hey man, forget them. I say we go to a titty bar where there's tits.
Right.
You know, I don't be caring.
Titties. Yum, yum, yum.
Oh man. But I wanted to point out that there are men that wouldn't allow their woman to look at such things like that. And I'm sure women that wouldn't allow their man to look at such things like that.
But hold on, time out, but do they mean that they gotta look at porn together?
And that's something I don't know about that. I don't really like. I've tried that one time in my life, and the woman hated it. She was like, "So you're imagining her instead of me?" And I was like, "What the fuck? We're watching this together."
You know what? I personally don't like to watch porn with my partner.
I think it's a personal thing.
I don't mind it, but I just personally prefer not to. Cause like the way y'all be watching porn is like ridiculous. But
How we watching porn?
What do you mean?
like no, like y'all, I don't know. Y'all get into like a trance and like I don't know. And do your thing. I don't care. Like that's your thing. You know what I mean? Do your thing.
All right. So this led me to my question: is masturbating a form of cheating?
I'm gonna ask y'all that because I feel like men get offended when you try to play.
To me, it makes sense as it is cheating.
That's sexy.
But it's almost the same thing. Like, what is the difference from fucking somebody else and masturbating? I mean, I understand the juices and the diseases.
So it's cheating even if you fuck yourself?
I've known this bitch for you.
You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying, it's somebody else's hole, another hole that you penetrate. What's the difference?
It's attached to me.
Don't give examples for them. I mean, don't solutionize that.
Oh, you're talking about for them.
I mean, all I'm saying is that
What happened?
why isn't it the same situation? Say somebody wanted to, not fuck themselves but fuck another. What is the difference?
That's a big difference. That's like a really big difference. I'm gonna either like get myself off or get a whole brand new person to penetrate me.
You're busting a nut that your partner has not allowed.
You're very free, my bro. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like you're super free. But like if you need a release, you know what I mean? I think your partner should take care of you. If they can't, then you gotta get yourself a new partner because
the partner can't do everything at all times.
And you gotta think that would be would that actually be a deal breaker? They ain't gonna hold you. And been single for so long, like if a girl can't do the shit that I need to do sexually, she can cook, clean, do all this other shit. We might not make it.
But that's what I was saying earlier. She can't do. She or he cannot do everything for you.
So, but okay, are y'all okay with that though? Because a lot of guys can't give head. So, like, are y'all okay if y'all girl go out and get head from another dude?
A 3-day rule.
I ain't never heard no complaints.
Yeah, me neither. But you know what I'm saying?
No, I mean I'm not saying I'm not speaking for myself. I hear other women complain, like especially on the level that they may perform it. They may feel like they're getting the same performance.
Personally,
back.
I feel like you deserve the best of whatever you desire. That's how I feel.
But there are some guys that think that they're giving their best and they're not really doing their best. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. Sometimes you either gotta go with the concept, do I hurt the guy's feelings?
Good tap out.
You need to be, y'all need to be real. This is one of those games y'all play with us.
Y'all are too sensitive. Like, you can't tell a dude, like, you know what? I ain't about to say that.
No, because I actually put this on Facebook a while back. I actually said this. I said somebody can say that they can't cook. Somebody can say that they can't clean. Somebody can say that they can't play basketball. But when it comes to that bedroom, everybody's a porn star.
Not everybody.
No, that's what they think. I'm talking
about. Well, no. You're right. Everybody does think they're a porn star, and but you know, other people have had other experiences most times or whatever. Unless people out here with virgins, but like, and you know, shout out to the virgins.
Experience is the motherfucker.
Right, but some people are more experienced than their partner may feel like. Their partner may feel like they knock, you know, people out the box, and then they get this girl who just like, you're not knocking anything out. Like, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa. Like, you know what I'm saying. The girl may think she about to turn you out, and then you hit her, and you're just like,
I'm glad you did
that. Yeah, like, because there's a lot of women who feel like that, and then they get with a dude who make them feel like they, like, you know, can't do anything. Yeah, like, like they need more practice or something, and like.
And that's why I say, experience the world.
To experience, you gotta adjust, like.
Adjust what? Adjust your.
I feel like sex is like something that's custom. Like
what you're saying, Benita, sounds to me like tone it down. You don't need that much.
I feel like you can have a million sex partners. It don't matter if you can't please the person in front of you. Like you can.
No, I mean yes, but you wanna. But I'm saying that there's different people. There's people who perfect in that area.
Right, for that one person. It does. I mean, even if they think they perfecting it, that one person may not like. You could have hit like a million joints the same way, and guess what? You meet this one joint who don't like that. So it doesn't matter what you perfect. You gotta make sure you're catering to that person. At least that's how I feel.
And it kind of like, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like sex is pretty important.
I think so. If you want to be monogamous.
Right. So
monogamous. Do you keep that word?
Right.
Keep coming up. Monogamous.
But what do you do when your partner has no, like I mean, like I said, everything can be learned. Like Toya said, practice makes perfect. But what if it's taking a long time to perfect the shit? What if you're only at halfway and it took you 5 years? Like what do you?
Y'all gotta communicate better. Say, hey, this is what I like for real. You know?
Well, I agree with that, but at the same time,
when they shouldn't be zagging.
But Nita,
you know. What you say? He's like,
whatever, man. I mean, I feel the same though. I feel like I got like 3 good joints too, but
everyone got their 3 moves, and then they pull out the magic in certain moments, or you experiment on different shit. That's the fun with sex. Like, I'm very sex positive. I feel like everybody should try something that they want to try or whatever. But like, I don't know. Like, you got to make sure you with somebody who's comfortable with that shit, and you also got to be able to be comfortable with your partner to express what you do like and what you don't like. Because some people may feel like their basic ass need, when they express it to their partner may feel like that's freaked out. So like what you said with eating ass, like some people that's a basic necessity.
But yeah.
He's like, get him out.
No, I was just fixing something. Chill out. I was just fixing my phone. Get out of here. But
a little squeamish there.
Those are great points. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like that is such a factor that's where I feel like a lot of things go wrong sometimes, you know?
Hey, I like that.
And at a certain point, like Janelle says, you either stay or you don't, but you have to communicate your preferences. At some point, communication has no effect on that area.
Yes, it does.
No, I'm saying like you can communicate.
I'm gonna break it down very simple for you, in a way that every man can understand.
Okay.
If you're getting head from your chick and she's using teeth and you say you don't like that, I bet you get her to stop because you don't like that fucking shit, and you can communicate that. And if she don't stop doing it, I bet you stop getting it from her. That's as basic as it comes down to.
Station.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. You gonna get her to stop. It ain't like she gonna get her to stop using teeth. It ain't like you gonna get her to stop doing it.
Right.
Some dudes may want. He breaking down like, what if she don't do it? So you just gonna stop getting hair from her? You gonna get it from somebody else?
Negative.
No, grapefruit.
Grapefruit.
Yeah, you gonna try grapefruit?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my Lord Jesus!
I was just breaking down a
scenario.
But that's what I'm saying. But it goes down to that. If you got to be able to communicate what you like and you don't like. Because if your partner thinks that they killing it and you not satisfied, then there's gonna be some resentment there. You're like, man, you can't even give me.
And resentment was one of those key things that are worse than cheating.
Like whenever you doing what you doing, like you don't. I don't want to make it sound like you're not reassuring that person, like you're not making them
giving them some confidence boosters.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, I like that. Like you gotta do something. Right, make some noise, right? No, but you gotta give them some reassurance. Like, damn, do you like this or not? Like, what's going on? So I don't know.
I mean, just know, if it's bad, would you just not say anything? Or like I told Z, you do the tap out? Okay.
Well, I just think some people might be sensitive in that area, so it's like, right, you say things like that, but you don't say exactly what it is. Why does my phone keep doing that?
I ain't gonna hold you. It's sex bad. I ain't gonna hold you. I got this one go-to move to stop, and it's the cramp.
The what?
Man.
It's the cramp.
See, y'all,
It's the cramp.
I
got a cramp.
would
I got
be
a
so
cramp.
offended. I would be so offended if a dude was like, hey, let's stop. I'd be so offended. I'd be like, oh my God.
And that's what I fear. Like, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
But for women, I feel like it's worse because like y'all are naturally y'all come easy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all men is kind of like a more of a thing to make women come, but like for men, y'all should come like this.
I can't
so
agree,
for women,
but no, it shouldn't be like. I mean, y'all are different. I'll say that. I just feel like it's not that hard.
it's really not. But for some men, it's apparently hard. But you know what I mean?
That's your rocket science.
For some men,
How do I do this?
Not for some men, I mean, like, it's really hard for them, but for others, or some men don't even care. Like, I don't know. But,
all right. Well.
Don't ever stop. Fucking shit never stops.
Hopefully all of this is useful. But yeah. Yeah. All right. I have a bit of another health tip. Apparently, people, well, I guess men with premature ejaculation have turned their eyes to YouTube and other inconclusive places to figure out how to not do that. There's something I just learned over the week. Yeah, premature ejaculation is a very common thing apparently. I didn't really know that. But men are succumbing. But anyway, succumbing to YouTube videos and shit from non-doctors saying that toothpaste can help maintain erections for 30 minutes.
What?
Does anybody else think
Where the fuck are they putting this toothpaste?
On the dick.
So you gonna put fucking toothpaste on your dick before you put it in me?
And that's exactly the common sense point that I don't understand.
You know what?
Another wild motor scooter situation, but I don't have a person to call that. But men are going online and using this information as real shit. They're putting toothpaste on their dick. So I'm just hoping nobody else is.
I mean, I've heard of like a breath mint, but like toothpaste.
I heard it just feels like it's
tube called Good Head, and it was very minty like.
That I understand, but straight up toothpaste though, like that's a lot of chemicals.
It didn't taste like toothpaste, but it was mint heavy.
Mint is fine, but like toothpaste has a lot of like shit.
Okay,
like,
but that burns.
That's all I'm thinking. Like toothpaste.
And then women have much more.
Like if you like, okay, so like. I just want everybody to try breath mint. Just.
What?
Hey, I mean.
I don't think anybody should do anything. I think everybody should just do it normally. Cause I hated the what is the experience, the fruit roll up experience. I hated that shit. It's messy as fuck. It don't even come off all the way. I mean, maybe
It's kinda like a little,
maybe it's the woman.
like a little,
Hey, I love the whipped cream. I ain't gonna hold
you know, maybe
I never
kind of
tried
like
that
just a little
one.
fruit snack. A fruit snack is a downgrade from that, but it's the
A
same.
fruit roll up is a fruit snack.
No, just a fruit snack.
How do you wrap a fruit snack?
No, you don't have to wrap a fruit snack. It just gives extra juices
For who? You put a fruit snack in y'all or on
in
us?
your mouth.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was
Oh, y'all
trying
thought
to
somewhere else?
like
No,
that.
don't put a fruit snack down. Are you putting fruit?
No.
Are you putting a fruit roll
I
up?
just tried the fruit roll up thing. I tried
You
to.
think that's a fruit condom? That's for head.
Women, I mean, that's what I'm saying, but I didn't like the experience. I was like, what is going on? It's not disappearing. It's still there. It's sticky now.
So try a fruit snack next time. Try a fruit snack. My tip for
Somebody said with ice. Okay.
Ice is cool.
Yeah,
ice,
ice
bread,
is
alright.
mix, fruit snacks, all the same thing.
That's-
It's a different reaction.
Somebody else seconds your breath mint.
No, it's pretty cool.
That's like, see, don't give all the secrets.
Julia.
Give head with the all.
Oh my God.
Halls mint, same thing.
I don't know, a calm drop.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cooling. I
feel
don't know
like
what y'all think.
I feel like these things disintegrate the penis
Hey, I
and
might have to
the
try
vagina.
mint with the ice. Yeah.
Oh,
that
Lord.
sounds
What's that commercial?
I personally don't want my meat in food.
Right. Women are always doing this wild shit. It's like, nah, I'm
fun. It's not for
saying.
y'all.
Some of it is for us.
Well, it is for y'all, but it's not for y'all.
I tend to associate sex with a lot of sloppy, nasty shit that I don't particularly want to ingest.
Right.
So, you know, food is kind of out. I'm not gonna stick mashed potatoes in my face. And
But that's not sexy at all.
Hey, that's so funny ass.
that's not because I've seen movies.
Now that's a Thanksgiving. So now,
I'm like, yeah, you're eating vagina with all that shit on your face. What a goddamn
It makes
waste.
it more sloppy.
What a
Oh,
goddamn
with the
waste.
ice
No,
cream.
no.
Sloppy's good.
I never tried the ice cream. Julia says ice cream.
If it ain't sloppy in the first thing, it ain't gonna be good. You shouldn't.
That's
do
why
that.
you need the food.
No, you don't need it for food. Hey,
Nah,
food is
you
messy.
need the
It's not
food,
sloppy.
son,
It's
because it
messy.
makes it. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think sloppy is needed all the time. Sloppy is cool. It does seem like, oh, wild, you know what I'm saying? But I like neatness. You know what I'm saying? I like neatness and
That's just nasty.
I feel like it's what's your preference. Some dudes don't like the slop. They don't want to puddle after their, you know. And some dudes, you know, want to neat.
No,
Like,
I don't get me
Now,
wrong.
see, that's not a puddle. You're talking about your plate.
slop, you know, that's awesome.
Right, your bag gonna look like a dinner plate.
some
right.
guys don't like that. Some guys don't like that.
Things like this girl used to tell me about receiving head with a lollipop.
Oh, I've tried. Well, yeah.
Continue to eat the lollipop as well.
I feel like that's fun, you know.
And I know that's sticky and
Right, it gets sticky. Like,
it sounded great.
That's sticky.
I
That's
think
real
that
sticky.
sounds fun.
So where's the is he holding the lollipop physically?
I think you put it in and then you lick it. It's kind of like like yeah.
So you put the straw, you put the whiskey powder powders.
It's like yeah, and then I don't know.
And then
Right, I'm trying to figure out how you do it.
So you put the stick in your mouth?
No.
The lollipop is still there.
His hand.
Oh.
Y'all got a lot of
Using his mouth.
things at your disposal. Hands, mouth.
Yeah, you gotta use the hand.
Hold the lollipop.
Eat
Eat at the same time. You can, you know,
But what if you like bite the lollipop and then you know how?
swirl it around.
What if you bite the lollipop, right?
Exactly. I think it's pretty
Don't you know lollipops get sharp?
Not if you're sucking them.
Bite them.
That's if you bite them, exactly.
But I like candy.
Well,
You straighten your tongue there, you know?
Right. Okay, Jolly Rancher. I do that. Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, Jolly Ranchers, yeah, I did.
Jolly
hold
Rancher.
on.
Sorry.
Somebody
That's all I'm
said,
good. That's all I'm
Eastern
good. It's a
breakfast.
lollipop.
Yes, please cleanse yourself, please.
Yes, right. You shouldn't have sugar up there, right?
You really shouldn't. You know what? I heard
Exactly.
somebody was like, no fingers, fruits, or friends. But it was
fruits are friends.
Somebody had said that to somebody after a doctor's appointment. She was teaching me what to say to people, and I was like, "Oh, that's cute."
I thought fruits would be okay. I thought that was like that's from the land.
Fruits are fun, but not if they leave seeds, like strawberries.
Can they grow in there? So no.
Can leave an infection.
It's like nah. Those would be some strawberries for that ass. And I'm like,
So then stick to whipped creams and.
Even that, because of the sugar, you really just don't want to get anything
you shouldn't do
inside.
none of this. Like I don't even want to go there with the toys, but I feel like you don't need none of that shit, y'all. Human.
It's something extra, especially if you with the same person over and over.
Being
again.
extra.
You gotta mix it up. You gotta mix it up.
Okay, all right.
But I'm just thinking about the whole sheets just look like a finished dinner plate. Like,
Mashed potatoes,
Mashed
okay,
potatoes, and candy everywhere.
Get that
Oh,
who's gonna clean this shit up?
right. Who's cleaning that up? Ain't nobody. You washing my dishes?
Whoever doing the laundry.
Like, okay, I'll get the sheets.
Right. This is my bad. I spilled it. I'll be right back.
Yo, that's some funny ass shit.
Man.
Toys.
It's so much to learn and do.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, all right. Let's kind of wind it down, or let's start to wind it down. Damn, this is a hell of a topic. I'll tell y'all that much.
Yeah, pretty much.
All this other shit I really don't feel like talking about.
Screech died.
Yeah, Screech died. That was
Wow. Fucked me up a little bit.
Dustin Diamond, bro. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
You said what? What happened?
No, that's his name, Dustin Diamond.
Oh, damn.
Dustin Diamond.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a porn star name, but I'm not even trying to make any jokes right now. Dustin Diamond. So now let me stop. Speaking of diamonds, y'all hear the rapper Lil Uzi Vert putting a diamond in his head? Turning to Lil Uzi Vision?
Yeah, you know,
24
these little young niggas finding stupider ways to make themselves look stupid.
And that shit surgically implanted, right?
I mean, it could, at the end of the day, it could be a troll, but there's actual pictures of him with a diamond in his head. There's another rapper called Sauce Walker who had a diamond in his face right here or something. He's saying that Lil Uzi Vision took his style.
Doing that shit.
I don't know.
Uzi Vision.
It's literally the fashion world, which I will never get. But I don't know. I'm trying to accept it as maybe, I don't know. I really don't know what to fucking say. But
like what they think they can't get robbed too, nigga? They gonna cut off your face.
I'm just like sleeping with that shit. Like your sheet can get caught in it, and then you just like try to take your sheet off your face, and now you're bleeding. You know?
Shit. Like what the fuck? You can't even hit your head or nothing no more, cause that shit hurt. That's the stone, bro.
Right.
That's like the strongest stone.
It's just the stupidest.
Infinity stone.
Right.
So what you can do with $24 million?
I know, right? I can't even believe it's $24 million. That joint don't even look like it's $24 million worth. It's not shining. It looked like a pink crystal on his head. I don't understand.
It could be bullshit. It could be bullshit. The whole $24 million.
You heard about Uzi Vision?
Nah, he said he's been paying that joint off for years. I think it's real, and I think he's stupid as shit, because somebody gonna pluck that shit. He's gonna bleed it.
That plucker, they gonna cut his face off.
I know for that shit, because I just feel like, like
$24 million, bro?
Shit, in the middle of your forehead. Fuck.
The dude Sauce Walker only paid like, I think like 100,000 or 30,000. I don't remember.
I think Uzi's diamond is bigger though. He got like a pink diamond. What's the name had like
damn,
a
my team
like that.
said since 2017 he's been paying it off. Wow.
Yeah, that shit for him for a break. He really want that. He really want to be Vision.
I don't wish no harm upon that boy, but I think you're asking for it. I'm not saying you're not asking for it. You should do what the fuck you want, like I've been saying. But
I don't know. 24 million on your forehead.
This ain't the world for that.
a chain, you can take a chain off.
Right. But this is an extension. This is basically what's the word I'm looking for? Evolution of chains and gold and shit.
That's not no. That's de-evolution.
I don't think this is I don't think this is the end of this. I think this is the beginning of this.
Look, they putting rocks in their face.
You're gonna see rocks in eyes after a while. I don't got no eyes no more, nigga.
They ain't gonna have no pupils. They just gonna be walking around blind.
Diamond eyes, nigga.
Well, you can already surgically change your eye color.
That's so wild to me. Like, that shit looks so painful. She did. You know what? Her daughter did it too, and she said she had a bad reaction. She had to go
Tiny,
back.
right?
Yeah.
Speaking of them, did y'all hear about those things?
So fuck contact. So fuck the contact. You change your
Did y'all
activity.
hear about it? Like, cause I'm not gonna comment on that.
No, I will.
Man, I don't know.
So this is. I'm not saying that their stories aren't real or anything like that, but this is what fucks me up. So to get in the house, you had to take drugs, right? If you're not comfortable taking drugs or whatever that they wanted, why are you going into the house?
So I mean, all of this is speculation. This was I'll read what I have here. So yeah, T.I. and Tiny last week were accused of sexual trafficking. What's the word? Sex trafficking. Sex trafficking. And some lady by the name of Sabrina Peterson accused them of that shit, saying she was part of that shit, saying that T.I. once held a gun to her head or some shit, made her take drugs. And then she had 25 women corroborate or exposed it, and I don't know. They are denying it. Now, you know, you hear so many.
I think
I think he did all that shit.
We was really doing that shit.
Now,
I think he did all that shit.
I think it is real. However, it is agreed upon.
Yeah, consensual.
Yes, consensual. Yeah. Now, I mean, like, none of us know anything. We are just fucking sheep when it comes to. I don't want to believe anything I hear on the fucking TV or in the articles or whatever. But you know, I mean, I hate the notion of the rich and powerful people getting away with murder. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying because I think T.I. is an upstanding individual. You know what I'm saying? But
expeditiously.
Right. But you know, you never. And also, another thing I want to add: you never want to glorify none of these fucking stars, man. They could be the worst people. They say your heroes are the worst people on the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I'm in love with the fact that T.I. and Tiny, the thought that T.I. and Tiny were messing, you know, having fun with others. That's what I care about. Well, that's what I hope is right and true and good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I think
that's cool, but you know, the drugging,
Nah, I think I mean, you know why I think it? Because I was a big T.I. fan. He put all that shit in his songs. He put all that shit in his songs. Pass him a bottle, get all of them X, all of that shit. He put it in his songs. And I'm gonna be real with you. Like, half these bitches just trying to get fucked by T.I. I'm not saying that their stories are not real. I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything like that. Because, you know, they can have their own trauma about it. Right. But, like, I feel like
a lot of people are risking it all just to get with.
No, I mean, they have their stories, and I feel like, you know, they did some real shit. But I also feel like y'all made a decision and it went too far. And I'm not saying that their stories aren't valid and that it's not an excuse or anything. Because when you say no, it's no, period. But, like, I feel like y'all knew what y'all was looking for when y'all went over T.I. house. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
I know what I would be looking for if I went to T.I. house. Like, I don't.
It's gotta be intoxicating that you were chosen.
Yeah, you like, damn, he want me. Like, what? I'm going over there. Like, but you don't. They may not have expected the situations that they may have been put in, and that's where I feel like that's where the line gets shady. But I feel like they knew they was going over there to have fun, but I feel like maybe it just went too far.
I hope for the best. That's all I can hope for. I don't like any woman being used or anything like that, but I will agree with the notion that women put themselves in some situations sometimes, or people.
Just like what you just said. Like if you listen to the R. Kelly, that's exactly what a lot of them women was saying. Like, oh, he's choosing me.
It started off like that because you feel special, but then they make you do some crazy shit. Like I said, I believe all that shit that they said that they did. I think
you thought you was a freak? Guess what?
Nah, I think they was freaked out, and I think a lot of women didn't realize that they wasn't as special as they thought that they was, and that's where a lot of the story come out. But I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with them, but they a lot of people throwing them up there with like R. Kelly, and I don't know if they as bad as R. Kelly, cause that motherfucker he's disgusting, but I don't know.
Yeah, man.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Alright, I got two things left, but I feel like one is very unnecessary for tonight. I mean, not even unnecessary, just doesn't relate to anything. Well, we was talking about between. Well, let me just say what Mario Bowser did for us DMV people. They're getting rid of that Wendy's in Florida Avenue in New York. What is it? Yeah, they're getting rid of that shit finally. That dangerous ass cross section. Mario Bowser's paying, I think, $13.1 million to get rid of that area.
What are they doing? Because they just did all that fucking work. Like
that's what I'm saying.
They just finished it.
Like DC is such a fucking clusterfuck or fustercluck, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I mean, that is something right there. I feel like that's almost like the shrimp boat.
That is a landmark for me when I'm trying to go down the East Street. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make this right.
It's like the only. I think it's like the only sit-in place left.
Hey, over no bullshit. Has anybody ever had some shrimp from the shrimp boat?
Never. I've never even been in there or shopped.
I know when I make that right, I'm getting the
I used it to get around.
Right, you know bullshit. That shit was
how to get to the shrimp boat.
This is a beacon.
Right.
Navigation school.
Yeah.
Know exactly where I'm at. DC this way, go back this way,
Right. Once you pass shrimp boat, you're good.
Right.
Super City down the street, I know exactly where.
Right.
But I guess
guess
Heezy's World can't end without me with some geek shit. So me and Chris was bickering about Black Panther versus Killmonger. How it is rumored that Killmonger in the Black Panther movie, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Michael B. Jordan might be coming back to actually be the Black Panther. And my question is, well, I wrote down who was right, Black Panther or Killmonger. So if you didn't see the movie, I think Killmonger was trying to allow, like Wakanda was a secret place, you know what I'm saying? And Black Panther wanted to keep it that way, but Killmonger was like, the world needs this. Am I wrong?
Yeah, kind of, because he was shipping weapons to their war dogs all over the planet, so they can motherfucking rise up.
Killmonger, right? You're talking about Killmonger, right? But Killmonger, I don't think Killmonger. That is Claw, not Killmonger. I think
that was Killmonger.
That was Killmonger.
Yeah, he wanted to arm the oppressed people around the world so they can rise up and take down their oppressors. That's what he wanted to do. He was dead. That was dead.
Personally, I think Killmonger can be a good guy. I feel like led down the wrong path. So another argument we had was Killmonger versus Bucky.
Mm-hmm. And you said that they did the same thing. Bucky was brainwashed because, you know what I'm saying, he was brainwashed to do the things that he did. He had no control. Killmonger was fully self-aware of what he was doing.
Are you sure? If you couldn't be led down the wrong path at all times. I feel like Killmonger was led down the wrong path. He had the right ideas, just the wrong avenues.
And because his father was killed by his own people, that's what led him down the wrong path.
Exactly. You're traumatized.
Bucky didn't have control of his own mind. That's totally different. Bucky was being controlled. Even though he killed plenty of people, even the Starks, you know what I'm saying? But he was being controlled to do that. Killmonger joined the armed forces free will. He became a killer free will. All because he wanted to get the kingdom of Wakanda. That's why he even said that all this bloodshed that I did was to get me to this moment right here.
So are we out? Are we collectively out on Killmonger being the new Black Panther?
Let him be buried in the ocean with his ancestors who jumped over the boat because they knew that death was better than bondage.
And who doesn't fuck with that? Like, come on, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like
Exactly. That's why you gotta let them go.
True shit.
I mean, it's not beyond them to bring him back, but
You don't like it?
I don't think they need. I don't think they need to. I don't think they need to. No.
I mean, they were branching out into the world by the end of Black Panther. You know.
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
They thought they were gonna get a Starbucks. They got a whole water.
True shit. I don't know. I mean, I we watched some of it, but I don't know. We were in. I'm not really well versed on the Black Panther movie, but I don't know. I feel like he had some good points, and that he was led astray by his traumatizations, and I think he's worth a redemption.
I think he definitely had there was definitely some good in his bad decision making. You know what I'm saying? I think he definitely had a plan to eventually hey, I gotta fuck some shit up to make some shit better.
And I don't think Bucky was totally brainwashed, actually. I think he actually knew what he was doing. He was just stuck in his ways as far as being led down the wrong path.
When he first met Captain America, he didn't even know who he was. He said Bucky.
It's 100 years.
He was like, who's that?
It's 100 years later or 70 years later.
They were best friends. He remembered who he was.
After a while, after all the goodness took him, he probably was like, man, this world is fucked up. I'm brainwashed. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine Captain America being cool either, so fuck him too. But, it took, it shook off. I don't know. Well, shit. Well.
You just can't say words like ham sandwich around him.
What if they made Bucky the Black Panther? So now I'm just fucking with y'all.
I thought he was gonna make him Captain America. They had so much foreshadowing out of the joint. Like when he did the first, the Winter Soldier, the first one, when he caught the shield, then they had the Civil War.
Well,
and him and Cap was playing throwing the shield around. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I thought he was supposed to be. I thought the new show was all about them being.
I think that was the original plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they just said we need to put. Now, look at this. America's going through so much turmoil. Guess what? The Captain America's a black man.
Yep.
Oh,
look at us.
Brings me another point. I was on Twitter today and I saw R.I.P. Chris Pratt. Apparently, an old tweet came up from 2012 where he said something about.
Did he say donut hole?
It's funnier when you call a nigger or some shit like that. I don't even quote me. But he used those two words. And I was just like, damn, young. Anthony Mackie better beat his ass in the next movie. Because this shit ain't cool. Like, I don't like the Marvel world being constructed fucked up like that. Because I don't like that. I mean, we don't want nobody in those movies to be fucked up people in real life. But y'all ain't hear about that?
I heard he was on the cancel list. I didn't know why.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the shit. I mean, these are still regular people in these high.
Hey, I fuck with Chris Pratt too.
Me too, man. Like Star-Lord. I mean, after the Thanos debacle, I mean, we all kind of fucking hate him, but I don't know. Yeah. Maybe Shuri and the new captain just beat his ass.
You
say what?
I said that's gonna throw a monkey wrench in the new Thor movie.
I know, right?
He's in that joint.
Right.
I seen the set photos.
Right. Fuck.
Well, that's it, y'all. I mean, wow, this was a great show. I appreciate all of you, Zalika, Chris, Benita, John, the Gugishan. Definitely would love to do this more. Any last words y'all want to, not last words, but anything else y'all want to add on or, say or anything?
Follow me, Zuby the SD.
Oh, yes. Humble Mumble. Follow Z, the Zuby the SD. He's out there. I mean, you tell me.
Waxing coochie and fixing faces one day at a time.
She's doing her thing.
She is saving lives out here.
One skin session at a time.
Fuck Nick Cannon, Dave Chappelle.
Damn, what?
What happened with Nick Cannon?
What?
No, that's just something I saw on the Chappelle show. Fuck Nick Cannon, Dave Chappelle.
Oh, he's hilarious.
I'm not aware of that, but yeah, alright, well. As always, I love you all and thank you all and, let's keep it going every week, every day. And that's pretty much it. This is Heezy's World, episode 99. I guess cheating does exist, but we can persist to resist.
You get a tumor like that.
Alright, man. I'm gonna see y'all later, man. It's been good. And y'all be easy, alright? I see y'all.
Good to see you, bro.
There you are.
Alright, love you too, man.